What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of The Wiley Show. This is breaking news. Little Nas X, y'all know who Little Nas X is. She is an incredible singer. He's out of the closet. He have a 2-year mental health. He have to go to the mental health. This is a diversion program, so he had to do like mental health for 2 years. So he had that for the 2 years. Little Nas X. And this is really good. If y'all have not seen that he had like a mental breakdown, he was outside in his drawers and he was fighting with the cops and he could have served some serious time. But now he have where now he have a 2-year mental health diversion program, and we want to wish him well with that. I did send him a message on Instagram, and the message that I sent to him on Instagram was very important. I said, you all did an amazing job. Please make sure to keep working on your mental health even after those 2 years are over. So yeah, definitely said that. So again, he have those 2 years of diversion. And so if he complete the 2 years, he will not have to, the charges will be dropped. This is a good deal for him. My best advice is to make sure you take the meds, make sure you go to therapy, and then put it in your music. We need to see that. Write a book, put it in your music, do a documentary, because you have so much influence over a lot of people, and make that known to say, oh, okay, I did this. Now I'm here. Now I'm doing well. Hold on, y'all. I gotta wait for my energy drink to get. I had to take energy drink. Don't judge me. I'm in school, got all these assignments to do. So don't judge me. Do not judge me. Do not judge me. But I want to thank my producer for letting me know that. I'm like, oh my gosh. So shout out to Lil Nas X. Give me 1 second. I'll be back after this commercial. After this commercial break, I'll be back. Give me 1 second.
At 3:42 p.m. according to the website.
Okay, so here, and you'll see like a lot of places, a lot of bond places will not bond her out if she has a current insufficient bond.
Really? So what does that mean? So she will have to stay? What? Can you break that down for me? Because I'm not understanding.
So I mean, there are some bondsmen that will work with that, and they'll be like, okay, cool, like, and they'll charge you an extra fee. It's not going to be cheap to get her out.
Really? So it's okay. So the $2,500, that's not really $2,500 or on your system?
Okay, so if her bond is if her full bond is $2,500.
Yeah, because I'm looking. Hold on, let me see. Let me go on. Let me look on the website because I'm just judging it on the website here. I always say $21,500.
Okay, so at $21,500, right?
Mm-hmm.
Divide that by 10, $2,150. A lot of places charge $100 filing fee.
Okay.
So you're looking at $2,250 to get her out, right?
Mm-hmm.
If she's insufficient with her bond, that means that she owes money to her bond company.
Oh.
So you're going to have to go, your best bet would be is to go back through the same bond company that she has.
Hey, we're back. So I'm just super excited. This is why it's so important to be a good lawyer. Because your lawyer wish you did that. Now, when I first had my program, I wish my lawyer would have had on there that you had to do like 2 years of mental health, and I wish I would have stayed on it. But we're not gonna go in the past. But let me just tell you, Lil Nas X, I'll give you this suggestion because you don't want to continue to go to jail. So if you know you have mental problems, this is a general statement. Please take your medicine. Every day I get up and I do my schoolwork and stuff like that, and I see myself up. I cannot go to sleep unless I take. Now sometimes I go to sleep without the medicine, but most of the time, I need the medicine to go to sleep. and all that good stuff. So I'm working on getting another doctor. So, because the medicine I'm on now, it's if I'm on a good schedule, I'm good. Like I can get up. Like today, I got up around what time did I get up? I got up around 2 or 3 o'clock. So what I have to do is I'm gonna have to put it in my mindset to go to bed like around like 9 o'clock. Like take the medicine no later than 8:45 so to get in my system and go to bed so I can get up. But if I go to sleep, if I took my medicine around like 10 or 11, I probably won't go to bed until like maybe 1 or 2, and then I just sleep like most of the day. So in order to cancel that out, I have to like take the medicine around like 9 o'clock, and I'm gonna see about it. And if that's not good enough, then I'll take it around like 8 o'clock, and all that good stuff. And I just have to schedule like my schoolwork and schedule all that good stuff. But again, it's very, very important that you take the medicine. And I'm telling you this, Lil Nas X, from experience, because if you don't, you would end up in prison eventually. You would end up in another jail stink. You would end up taking off your clothes again. I've done it. When I did the library situation, I no clothes was on. And then we had another incident where I was staying with someone and destroyed property in this apartment, and I took all my clothes off. So you don't want that to ever happen again. You wasn't completely naked, but you was in your underpants, your underwear, and it was white and it had no dookie stains. But you don't want to continue to go through this situation over and over and over again. I'm just being honest with you. You don't. And the reason why you don't want to go through it over and over and over again is because you are a celebrity, so you're being watched more than anything. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, you're being watched, and the police gonna watch you and all that good stuff. Because again, some of these police officers probably don't even like it that you on a diversion program. Because when you start fighting police officers, that's when you know it's a mess. You don't want to fight a police officer. And I'm so happy I never fought a police officer. I never, so that's how I'm making sure that I stay on the meds. Amen. Stay on the meds all day, to make sure that I keep it going. And also, now that you are a you are a celebrity, you should go on tour and do like workshops and talk about your stories, talk about what you've been diagnosed with. We don't know what you've been diagnosed with, but I won't be surprised if you say bipolar. I won't be surprised if it's bipolar. I won't be shocked. But anyway, and it's also too when you're on that, don't do any drugs. For me, what I used to do, I used to smoke marijuana, and so I don't even do that anymore. I don't smoke marijuana, anything like that, because I don't want nothing to distract from the medicine that I'm on. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't drink alcohol. I don't do anything like that. I don't do any ecstasy, none of that. I just make sure that I take the medicine and stuff like that. And then, because when you are mentally unstable, you attract police officers. Because I remember back in Vegas, if y'all remember, I was starting to attract security guards, police. I was attracting all of this energy because I was in such in a messed up state, a very messed up state. Let me put this song on silent because there's so much stuff going on. Very messed up state. And have y'all heard of Kenneka Jenkins story? The Kenneka Jenkins story. So the mom, Kenneka Jenkins' mother, had a mental breakdown. This woman was on her live and she was cussing. Her granddaughter called the police on her. This Kenneka Jenkins' mother. She took off. The police showed up. She took off all her clothes and show her body. Let's play a clip of this. I'm gonna just play the audio so y'all can hear the clip of this. Give me 1 second. Let's play this. Let's play the clip.
My grandbaby called the police on me, and don't nobody else love me in the world. I thought that bitch loved me. But see, now, there go their daddy, his spirit came to me, and they got mad because I won that ugly, black-ass, red-ass nigga. I'm sorry for telling the truth. But here go the police. Now, I already came out here naked. So I want y'all to see firsthand experience. They got my yard, they got my line blocked. I blocked this bitch. I declare. I better see more than 3. I better see more than 1,000 motherfucking views before I open this door. Y'all see, I'm willing to open this door. I want 1,000 like Jedidiah Dookie Booty Brown. CPD, and I see what y'all say.
Wait a minute, she now this one is out of its right now. But in the background, she said, I better have 1,000 views by Jedidiah Dookie Brown. I'm like, why you have to throw him in it? Now, why is he in it? Why is Jedidiah in it? Like, come on now. Let's play a little bit more of this clip. This is sad. This is so sad, y'all. Take y'all meds and stop doing drugs. Stop it.
For me. 1, 2, motherfucker, 3. Let it go, goddamn. Hold on, wait here. Oh, y'all see these the 2. And look, it's a black bitch. See, you can't trust a black bitch. Nicki Minaj.
It's just like, it's so sad. It's so sad. They really try to help her. Child, this is a mess.
You see him? Y'all see him, y'all? This is Chicago police. Now he cover up his face, but when me come, let me, what's the bad shit you told me come out because of what? You say come out because y'all say come out because of what? Because what you gonna do to me? Now we on ride, bitch. This is what you know do. This is my throne, bitch. What you say you gonna do to me so my daddy can hear you? Clearly not the people. This talking through you. You talk to the universe. What you say you gonna do to me? Oh, wait till you cover your mouth. Look down, here goes Chicago. Look on the horse.
They brought a paddy wagon. Child, this is bringing back so many memories. Okay. I gotta tell my story. I'm laughing at it's not funny. But it's funny, but it's not funny. This is a mental health crisis. I hope she get the help she needs. This just had a flashback. I remember when we were staying in Chicago. I was staying with my grandmother. This is when I had my first mental health breakdown, my first. And them police officers, they just got tired of coming to my grandma's house for me. I'm cussing everybody out. I didn't cuss my grandmother out. I'm cussing my uncle. I'm cussing my mom out. I'm cussing, just cussing. And I'm live on Facebook. The police officers from District 7 was like, we tired of you coming to this house for him. Y'all can't kick him out because he's a resident. Anyway, they sent the police. They sent a paddy wagon. These huge police officers. So they thought I was gonna fight them or something like that. I didn't fight the police officer. I was just cussing. And then they was like, well, my mom was like, well, I'm his guardian. I'm his legal. I'm like, you ain't my legal guardian. You B. You ain't my mama. You B. I cussed out. So they put me in handcuffs. They put me in the paddy wagon. They sent me to St. Bernard Hospital. And then I was just going off. And then eventually I calmed down. And they released me within like a couple of hours. So and it's just so sad. That was when I first had my first mental health breakdown. That was my first one. And I was live on Facebook. This is when I had my original Facebook page. That page is gone because I was cussing. I was going in on people. I went in on it, just like it was a breakdown. And they had got the police. The police came. It was about a lot of squad cars. And I do remember getting a paddy wagon because, Chicago still had them paddy wagons. So they probably sent us to the hospital. It's just sad. It's sad.
I said, no, motherfucker, the first time. Don't try to act like you try to do that. You told me if I don't come out, you gonna do what? Y'all know, I'm finna get neck because they gonna up with y'all.
Oh, and she got naked. This woman took her clothes off, you guys. It's so embarrassing. This woman, and they still got this on Facebook. This woman took her clothes off. I'm going to just describe how she looked. Her breasts look chopped up. Her butt like she got a chopped up breast job. A chopped up booty job. A hot mess. Now, Kenneka Jenkins' mama, it's still on Facebook. This is on Facebook. If you go to my Facebook, it's on Facebook. And so I shared it. This woman got $5 million, well, or let's just say $2-3 million from the hotel. They settled. So me being who I am, oh my God, just seeing her, her body looked a mess. No shade. and look a mess. And I hope she get the help she need. You can really see the devil in her eyes. Like you can see it. You can just see it. And I could play the rest of the clip, but it's muted. They have muted. So whatever happened, it must got flagged and they muted the rest of the video. It's just really, 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 really sad. And so that video got, let me see how many views that video. Oh, I don't tell you the views, but it got 5.1 likes and they got 3.2K shares. They was just sharing it. And I really do feel bad. You know what I'm saying? But then they went over there to Jedidiah. And they went over there to Jedidiah. And let me call Jedidiah. Give me a second. Let me see if I can call him. If he answer. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can call him. Can I play? Give me a second, y'all. Can I play your video for my audience? Let me get his permission. Because he went in. He went in on Miss Martin. And let me tell you why. He had every right. This woman put out a lie. During this Kenneka Jenkins story, Jedidiah was on the front lines. Shout out to my Chicago brother. He was on the front lines. So she put out there, yeah, he stole money. He stole money. He stole some money. Put out a whole lot, and people started looking at Jedidiah and saying, "You stole from the Kenneka Jenkins family and stuff like that." He didn't even steal no money, and it's so sad. It's so sad that a lie was put out, and he was trying to correct the lie. They was like, "Don't contact him. Don't contact us. Don't contact us," and really destroyed him. This man lost a lot of weight. It was a lot they went through with this story because that hotel had they people, and they wasn't playing. They wasn't giving it. It took them years to get a settlement, but the way that Jedidiah was saying that this is her karma because she did so much evil to him, and now she having this whole mental health breakdown. And you got to be careful because you got to be careful doing all that evil. I remember I did some evil too, and then boom, just the mind just went woo, and went cuckoo. They said, "Oh, this the guy who did the on the story?" Yeah, Jedidiah Brown. Let me see if I can post a picture of him. This brother was in part of the beginning of the Kenneka Jenkins story. He was the main person on there. Let me let y'all get a picture of him. Give me 1 second. Let me bring up a picture so y'all know what I'm talking about here. Because they was asking me, Wally, you should go down there. I said, I'm not going down there. Then one lady, my grandma did not allow me to go. I told my grandma, I said, listen, I want to go down there and protest. I want to go down there and protest with them. She said, you better not go. I'm like, so I couldn't go. I could have snuck down there. I mean, like, when she was asleep or something, I could have went down there, but I didn't go. But they say you should go down there. You should go down there, but I didn't go. Let me post a file of him so y'all can do. No, this is Jedidiah. Y'all probably seen him before, so just put a face to what I'm talking about. Just Jedidiah. So he was he went there and he was showing how much weight he lost. He had lost his apartment, all this stuff because they was out there protesting and marching. With that Kenneka Jenkins story, and they ain't pay him a dime. They did all that and didn't get a dime. And that's the thing, like, you do all this stuff for people and they be so ungrateful. And so he couldn't even really say nothing at the time because he would have got a lot of pushback because she was a grieving mother. So he couldn't really expose her like that because he would have got blackballed and no family would have worked him ever again. But it was really, really sad. Really, really sad. But he was out there protesting, yelling, screaming. They did it for like months. And the mom put out there talking about he stole some money. That was a lie. He did not steal no money. I know this is going to get back to Jedidiah, but Jedidiah did not steal a dime from Kenneka Jenkins' mother or family. Now, the little thing is, what happened to all that money she had? Because that house looked a hot mess. What happened to the money? What happened to, oh, they had got millions of dollars. What happened to their money? And then I'm wondering, like, what happened to the family? Like, what happened? Like, y'all not trying to put this lady in a hospital or something? It was embarrassing, y'all. That video is on Facebook. It's embarrassing to watch. And it's funny. But overall, it's sad. Because, when you're having a mental breakdown, they are the best comedians ever. When you're having a mental health crisis and people say, don't laugh at that, don't laugh, that shit is funny. I just saw a clip of the Walmart situation. I just Googled my name and just saw a clip. And I found myself chuckling. You know what I'm saying? I can laugh about it now, but it was sad. But I found myself chuckling. It was very sad, all stuff like that. Went through it, but when you pull down the layers, it was some nice jokes up in there. You know what I'm saying? It was some nice jokes up in there. That mean that lady was minding her own business in that Walmart. She didn't bother a soul. Child, let me just shut up. And so, but y'all reposted it and posted it and posted it and posted it. Why y'all do that? Oh my gosh. And it just went viral. Anyway, but I do feel bad for her. But I don't think it's Jedidiah's fault to protect her, to bring her. Like, it's not Jedidiah's. It's not his responsibility. Because when he was getting dragged, and he said he went to that funeral and he saw people whispering about him. That's sad. And now he feels vindicated with this mental health crisis that this woman is having. It is sad. But you got to be careful because people say she may be laced and all that. She probably still grieving for these loved ones. She was naming people that's dead in the video. They gone. And it's so sad. That's why it's so important to take your meds. That's why it's so important to get the help that you need. You know what I'm saying? I do feel bad for Kenneka Jenkins' mother. I do. It was funny, but they said, Wiley, this ain't the first time that lady took her clothes off. This is like the third time. Chicago Police Department, get that woman some help. Put her in the psych ward. Why y'all keep letting this lady be out for free? Don't keep coming. Put her in the psych ward. Let her stay there for 40 days and 40 nights. Till she get the help. To all that toxic stuff get out of her system. And Kenneka Jenkins' mama, Miss Martin, you got to take care of your mental health. I'm with you, but you did get millions of dollars. What happened to all that money? And then where that so-called boyfriend that was at, that was arguing with Jedidiah, he ain't nowhere to be found. He ain't nowhere to be found. Where is he? That's crazy. Give me a second. You just saw the video. I'm telling you, it was a mess. You just saw the video. It's sad. And look at that lady's face. She looked demonic. It looked like she came from the pits of hell. It's demonic. I can't even play it on the show. It's so demonic because she took her clothes off. And I was going to show the entire video. But the lady took her clothes off. Did you see that body? Did you see that body? I said, did you see that body? A hot mess. Then her face like red. She looked like a demon. That's what she looked like. All her furniture, a lot of her furniture stuff is gone. She was naming family members that's gone and been gone for years. It's sad. It's so sad. Yeah, she look crazy. She need the help. If I was, it need to be a law. If you're having a mental health crisis, we keep you in that hospital for 90 days to 120 days. They said, wait, she was the one who took the money to agree to drop the case against, yeah, we go involve her daughter, yes. They got a settlement from the hotel. The hotel, what was the settlement in the Kenneka Jenkins? I believe it was like $4 to $5 million. Oh, somebody said it was $10 million, but they got a settlement. They got a settlement. Y'all can fact check me. They got a settlement. They got a settlement. They got that money. And once they got that money, Jedidiah called us and said, can you clear up this rumor? Can you clean it? Can you clear it up? Kenneka Jenkins' mother boyfriend said, no, stop calling us. We don't want to revisit that. She put out a whole lie, this man. And he was the big architect of the Kenneka Jenkins movement. This is why our people that do movements, they depress, they lose weight. Let's even go back to Dr. King. He was under so much stress that the doctor said he needs to be on some psych meds. And it's in a circle, they said we can't put Doc on psych meds because it will mess up the movement. Everybody want to be activists. That's a lot of work. Because the main people that you activate or advocating for turns against you. So it's really something. That's how they go out there with Jamon Green and was out there advocating and activating. I didn't do that. Because the same people that you out there giving out free food is the same people that will throw you under the bus. No, she ain't living like she got $10 million. It's like she smoked all that money up. Don't make no sense. It's hard out here. People going through in their mind. Where's the help? It's sad. She ain't the only one going through mentally. It's going to be more cases of people going through. And this is why I got to cry loud and say, take your meds. Go to the psych doctor. Get the help. You got to scream that to the rooftop. It's not good constantly having breakdowns, but you got to take and be consistent with your mental health plan. Whatever plan they give you, stay consistent with it. Look at little guys, and these people got money. He out there in his drawers. It was clean, and it had no doodle stains, urine stains, but he lost his mind. And thank God he's getting it back. But what was he doing before he did it? He was gyrating and giving the devil a lap dance. And that devil got in his mind and started tip-tapping and moonwalking in his mind. And he started fighting with the cops. Same thing with Wiley. I was over there with MAGA. All that pure evil. All that evil. I was over there with MAGA. You know something wrong with me. I'm over there with MAGA. What my black folks self doing over there with MAGA? Yes, I was. I was over there. I'm over there at the Trump rally. We want Trump. Singing about Trump. Taking Jesus out of there and put Trump name in there. And then what happened? My mind left me. It left me. I wasn't the same. And so who is that man? Because I was dancing with the devil. And if you dance with him, he's going to take over. You play with that devil if you want to. I almost lost my life. But God said, no, not this one. It's demonic, evil. I'm over there with Trump, singing about Trump. Hitting high notes. All that evil. Embarrassed myself. Yes, I did. So, I'm sorry, I'm passionate. I'm so sorry. Make sure turn to your neighbor and say, take your ass. Don't stop. Take it. Take your mans. I'm looking at these pictures in my phone. All this Trump stuff. I had on the Trump gear. I wasn't in my right mind. I'm at the Trump rally. All these pictures, I'm looking at it. I got on a Trump shirt that said, truth really upset most people. My foolish self. Out there at the Trump rally, acting a plump fool in that hot heat. I was out there, the only black person out there. There were no other black people out there. But I thank God I made it through. I was about to get beat up, arguing, cussing, all that cussing. I don't cuss like that. I was cussing that day. So I do feel bad for sister because she need help. There ain't nobody around her. And her family probably tried to get her some help, but she's a grown woman. And if you grown and don't like to get the help, ain't nothing you can do. Because she's a grown woman. What can the family do if you don't want to go get the help? There's plenty people that's living on the street. And they battle on a mental and they're talking to themselves. Ain't nobody around, just talking to this one lady. She was hitting herself, having a whole argument by herself. And there's nothing that you can do to stop it. Because the family, you can go to the courts, but if that person don't want no treatment according to the current laws that we have on the books, ain't nothing you can do. And most families, what they do, they kick them out and say, you got to go on the street because I can't deal with you no more. I know a person, she had to kick her whole son out. Not because she evil, not because she wanted to, but because he kept getting into mental health crises, bringing homeless people to her house, sleeping with homeless people in her house, arguing, fighting. You can't live with me. You acting like that. So she had to kick her own son out. Then her own son went to a youth shelter. He got kicked out of the youth shelter. He was acting a plump fool. And it's sad. And I said, it's nothing you. I said, you got to take your medicine. You got to. And then the people, they was like, oh, it look like you on them, you gain all that weight. Yeah, because that Madison, one of the qualifications. If you ain't out there working out, you're going to swell up like a pumpkin. So I'm just what I'm saying. I did see the video. It was saying she probably had it done recently and not 100% healed. She don't need to be getting nothing done to her body. She need a mental health help. She do need it. It's really sad. It's really sad. When I saw the video, they were all laughing. Some people said her blunts was laced because she was still smoking weed. Because it was one video, she was smoking, she was cussing and stuff like that. You have to be careful with weed because if you getting it off the street, it's a strong possibility that that weed can be laced. So you have to be very cautious on that. Very cautious. So with that being said, the DL Whisperer broke his silence, and the DL Whisperer was pretty much telling people that he want to thank his subscribers, his members, for putting money on his books, that he's been railroaded in the case. And let me tell you something. Only thing that I got his support with this, only thing that I feel like I got support with him on, that I'm with him on, is the fact that he don't have a lawyer that is really advocating for him. I believe his lawyer have failed him because this man don't got no bond. He need a bond. And then also, maybe this is a good sign for him also to reflect and not talk about these people. Obviously, he got a big fan base. I was just on his page. I didn't even know the man had almost 300,000 followers. He got 252,000 followers on Facebook. So you have a huge audience. And use that audience for good. Don't use it for evil. And don't be going around people's houses and stuff like that. Don't do that because it's stupid. Then on his Instagram page, he got 33,000 people following him. So you have this huge audience. So don't use it to get in your car and go and visit T.S. Madison. No matter what T.S. Madison does, don't see eye to eye. She called me, what did she call me? Dead eye? Something like that she said. I didn't want to get in my car or get on no Greyhound to go to her house. Only time I go to her house, if Miss Mary and she invite me over for some chicken and some sweet potato pie, and me and Miss Mary go to Bible class. That's about it. But you ain't gonna see me getting in my car to go to her house screaming and yelling. Something wrong with that. You can't be going to people's house screaming and yelling because you might lose your life doing that. The only time I go to T.S. Madison home, if she invite me, her and Miss Mary, invite me over for some baby back ribs, because you know Miss Mary can cook. I never heard no bad stuff about her cooking. And I love, don't get me wrong, I love a praying woman. And Miss Mary, like, she prays a lot. And then and also too, look how T.S. Madison take care of her mama. She does a good job. You know, she makes sure that she's going to help her mother, provide for her mother. That's a blessing. And that's why she's blessed, because she makes sure, because you know, you got some people get money, don't care nothing about their parents, don't care nothing about their family, don't care nothing about their kids. They just move on and just be like, you got to get it yourself. But she really makes sure that her mother is taken care of, because her mother loved her. And it took Miss Mary time to even respect or love this new version of her child. Because once you lose a child, because she lost a child, when you, in a sense of T.S. Madison, listen, the boy version, the male version is dead. So you lost that child, so you got to get used to this new child, this new child is a woman. It is what it is. You have to grieve that, and you have to go through the grieving process and have to learn of this new version of your child, because the old version of your child is dead. So you have to learn that with this new version, with this woman, you know, you have to learn and receive that. We seen the fact where her father couldn't receive that. He said, I don't see you as a woman. I can't call you a woman. You know what I'm saying? And the many trans women or trans people go through that with their family. Some people don't never give them the right gender. Even with T.S. Madison brothers, they still was misgendering her. Maybe not on purpose, but because it takes time for you to get used to it. Even her mother slips up and misgender her daughter. And then of course you got the internet, you know, they all that type of stuff. You got T.S. Madison with the Clash, with Tasha K, with the Clash, with Michelle ATL. They say all type of stuff. They call her, what do they call T.S. Madison? I'm not even gonna repeat what they call her because I don't want them to edit this out and say that I call her that. But they be misgendering T.S. Madison all day, every day. They do. They be misgendering her all day, every day. They say all type of stuff about T.S. Madison. And all T.S. Madison do is entertain. I'm not going to repeat what they say about T.S. Madison because they ain't going to utter out of my mouth. Because she's a beautiful black woman. She is. And she always keep a beautiful black man. No shade. And the beautiful black men, they look so good and fresh and smell good, look good. She got employees and everything like that. She helped Craig make some money. She helped Oliver make some money. She helped all these people make some money. Even she was helping Chi Chi, gave him a place to stay. I don't know what happened to Chi Chi, but anyway, she helped people around her. Like at the one point, Craig was just a showrunner. Now he's a host, and now they're on tour. They're making money, so she know how to make money. She know how to make money off the internet, and we need to respect that. We need to respect that. Now I'm not saying this because I want her on my show. I'm saying this because it's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? And no, no criminal charges have been filed. Her starter home is not government funded. This is the research that we did. But y'all listen to these people like Tasha K and they put out these lies. Oh, Chi Chi is around. He have his own channel too. Yeah, he taught Chi Chi how to have his channel and everything. And T.S. Madison got a beautiful home. And then her guest house is even beautiful because she showed it on the internet. Don't get me wrong, because Theo is a huge fan of T.S. Madison, a huge fan. Let me see if I can call him. Let me see if I can get him on the line. Oh, let me see if I can get him on the line. If he answers, because he probably at work. If he answer, because I'm live. Now, if T.S. Madison was calling him, he'd answer. If T.S. Madison would have called him, he'd answer. Okay, he at work. He at work. He at work. And I'm going to bring this up real quick. Since we live, since we got 70 people watching. Glorilla's sister, I'm tired of you. And let me tell you why I'm tired of you. If your father lights got cut off, pay your father light bill. We don't need to know that your father lights got cut off. And first of all, to your father, that's pathetic. Why you not paying your light bill? If you got money from Glorilla. I don't understand it. Are you mismanaging your funds? If it's true, because I don't know. I don't have Glorilla father number. If I had his number, I would call him. But according to her, she said the reason why she's not going to help her father pay the light bill. Let me see if I can pull up that clip. Give me a second. Wait a minute. They said Chi still with Madison. He be filming her podcast because she telling him things like bring us on the photo. So yeah, he's still with that. That's not Chi. That's that Nigerian. That's not Chi. The one that be bringing out the pictures and stuff like that. That's that Nigerian. What's that Nigerian name? I don't know why I just said that's not Nigeria. Lord, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Where is that clip at? Paul, can you find that clip? Oh, here we go.
On me to try to justify what y'all know who was doing. Y'all hear him on live? Lying on me until I dropped down receipts and proved everything. The fuck on that? This might literally this say he don't want shit with me. None of that shit. Like he bro wasn't even in this until she went live and he got on like, bro, you supposed to be a father. Y'all supposed to be parents. Y'all not supposed to, when your kids get into it, y'all supposed to calm this down. Both of them got on live and they lied with her. It ain't no loyalty. It ain't no loyalty. It'd be different. Like if any one of them got on their live and they told know the truth. You can't argue with the truth. Who can argue? You a fool if you argue with the truth. But y'all got on live and y'all lied. And then y'all asking, why the fuck you get him on his light bill? Disney literally lied on me. Y'all check again. The fuck look like paying this like the fuck look like going to pay a light bill and give him anything on it. But he telling me to get the out his driveway when I was trying to go visit my autistic brother 2 weeks ago after he dropped him off and folks were mocking him. What the fuck I'm like getting him anything on this bill if he telling me he don't want me and I his child? Get the fuck out of here. The fuck look like going to pay Oh God, come on now, fool. Come on now, we're gonna be for real if anything, y'all go. And it don't bother me. I just like clearing shit. I be seeing a lot of negative comments about me. Bro, my brother is autistic. He has diabetes. And this man telling my brother not to call me, not to text me. I can't see my brother. My brother, first of all, my brother grown, but he's autistic. You ain't even take care of my brother. See, I feel some type of way about that. All I need, y'all know what the fuck behind closed doors. This man, if I ain't told my brother not to call me, and my brother diabetic, I'm a diabetic. I try to go check with my brother. I can't even see my brother because of my diabetes. Because you picking sides. You pick your other daughter's side. I ain't even gonna put. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He picked her side of mine. He disclaimed me and all this. So no, I don't know him at all. But I just tried to sit over there and go get my brother, take him to put food over there in the house with my dad and not doing right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with the finance, but he ain't having no money. Oh God.
It's just really, really sad though, but you have to prepare for this. I was talking to someone. I even have family members that have good money, you know, and I always say, but why y'all not taking care of y'all mom and making sure your mom is good? You know what I'm saying? But I never blast them on the internet, post their name on the internet or anything like that. Because again, that's their money and stuff like that. I know when I get money, I'm going to make sure I be there for my parents and be there for my family. You know what I'm saying? The best I can be. You know what I'm saying? Not giving them everything, but something, you know, and all that good stuff. But it is sad though, like she like blasting her family and then people love it because they love dysfunction. They think it's entertainment and stuff like that. But you're not going to be around your father because he probably feel like, well, you probably want to come over here to get some content and might try to record me or try to record our secret conversation and blast to your following. So I can see that and understand that. They said she paid to be on the internet. Wow, I didn't know that. They said, oh, I can't tell the difference between Glorilla. They said some folks don't have money to provide for their household and other folks. Yeah, that's some folks that don't have it. And then I keep wanting to say this. I was talking with somebody. I don't think Glorilla got it like that. Because when the last time Glorilla had a hit? People just automatically feel like just because you on the radio that you got money. That's not always the case. Glorilla, from my understanding, is in a 360 deal, meaning that she don't have it like that. We automatically think that she got it like that, but she don't. Let's stop with the BS. So, and making it seem like she worth $800 million. You know what I'm saying? Even Jay-Z have to like put boundaries with his family. Because they would come to him and say, man, give me $50,000. I'm gonna get into business and become a millionaire. You know, all that type of stuff. You have to have boundaries. And I never had that case because I've never been with a lot of money. But one day when I will be about that money, you got to have that boundaries. You got to have boundaries. Of course, Glorilla is struggling too. Why do you think she locked down the basketball players? Okay, absolutely. They said he had the gambling problem. If you have a gambling problem, that's a problem right there. Yeah, because a lot of material things the artists are funded by the label, and artists have to pay the money back for those material goods. You have to. I was reading Tina Knowles' book. And in Tina Knowles' book, Matthew Knowles told Beyonce and to the group, do not accept all this stuff from the label. Because when you accept all these hotels and car service and all that, you got to pay that money back. So spend as less money from the label so you can get a big check without having this big loan overhead. So he taught them, don't accept all that stuff from the label. Whatever you got to get, you spend it out your own pocket. Don't accept it from the label because nothing from the label is free. That's what Matthew Knowles said. That's what Tina Knowles put in the book. So Beyonce knew from an early age in the industry not to accept all that free stuff from the label. So when it's time for you to get paid in royalty, you're not in debt into the label. Okay? Yeah, that's why Mama Tina did it. Yeah, did the hair, did the clothes, stuff like that. And it was a good book, by the way. And I read it and I remember it was in that book. Now, I do want to hear from y'all today. Let me see if I can open up these phone lines. Because I want to hear from the producers. If I miss something, call in. And I want to hear from y'all. And I want to hear more from y'all too. Because at one point we used to have a lot of callers on the show. I will also drop the link. If you come on camera, I can drop the link as well. But I do the phone lines or the link. I'm going to drop the link as well. Wow, we haven't been on here too long. Okay. Let's do this real quick. Okay. Wow, who was on station head? So was crying? Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wally, thanks so much for going live. I was a little bored.
I'm a little
boring.
Yeah, because I see a lot of people doing lives and interviewing people. I'm not gonna be met. Oh Lord. Okay, go ahead. It was one. That's it. Go ahead, Ika.
Yeah, you're here, but I'm a little disappointed that you didn't discuss the Milagro Graham.
I didn't even.
Her crying.
Well, I could be. What she was crying for?
Well, that could be another show.
But I need to know, why was she crying?
Because I believe Ra Ali on site post about her because she was saying that she was faking being broke and stuff like that, and it was a big thing. So people made a trend. Just search her name.
I'm about to go on site. Wow, that okay. If y'all can find that post that she posted about Milagro, it's right here. They said Milagro admits she had to take on a broke role while fighting a multi-million-dollar case and Megan Thee Stallion case. Milagro is speaking out about her mindset during her legal battle with Megan Thee Stallion, where she admitted she was playing the role of a po H word throughout the lawsuit, a case where she was up against Megan, who was backed by Roc Nation. After being found liable in order to pay a settlement, she launched a GoFundMe asking supporters to help cover what she owed. Her recent comments has since sparked reactions online, with many questioning her honesty because asking supporters for financial help while allegedly not being in a position she portrayed. Again, I'm going to say this. Milagro had a good opportunity to team up with Armand, and she could have made her money back. They could have did a podcast. They could have served merch. They could have did a tour. But that woman threw Armand under the bus, and she's not getting the help from Tasha K.
Absolutely not.
She's not getting the help from Tasha. So you literally allowed yourself to get into. You did the lawsuit. Anyway, you lost, right? She should have said, "Hey, Armand, let's do a tour. Let's do a podcast. Let's do something together. Let's make money together." And I think people would have tuned in. She would have raised a lot of money. Then Armand could have endorsed her GoFundMe, and then she wouldn't be in this predicament that she in. Because not only are they trying to get the court, they trying to get the appellate court to overturn the lower court decision, the jury decision, because they trying to say that she is not media. That's one of the things that they filed an appeal. And then she got to fight that on the appeal thing. I think, honestly, too, Milagro, she celebrated too early. Remember how she came out? I'm new media. I'm new media. This and that. But you ain't got the $60-some thousand to pay the lawyer fees. I will only celebrate if I had the money to pay the lawyer fees. Then you can celebrate because you got money to pay that. But you don't even have money to pay that.
But my thing is, I didn't hear. I stopped hearing about the court case. Like, I thought it was over, but
No, it's not over.
out,
It's an
not
appeal.
over yet.
No, it's
So
not.
why is she still talking? Like, why are you saying, like, even if she was joking, why would you make that stupid ASS comment? Because they could use that against you.
Right, and she think that she's gonna get the
And
Nicki
they
Minaj.
and how Cardi B dug deep into Tasha K pocket. I believe they're going to do the same to her. I don't know if she put stuff in her kid's name, her daughter's name, but they're going to dig deep.
And she don't even have it like that. Like one thing about Tasha,
her mom, they're going to dig deep because you open your mouth too much. I thought this was over and still.
No, it's not. It's an appeal.
But find out it's not.
It's an appeal, and she don't have.
Ali,
and
but my
Malaga
thing
don't
is,
have
she's
lawyers.
upset with Ra Ali. Wally, she's upset with Ra Ali, but it's Shay. You say that Ra Ali saying she's a madam, she's this and this and that. You throw a Shay on her name, girl. So why you don't think she's going to be shady towards you? And there's no tea, no shade. Shade for shade.
Yeah, and she don't even have no ally with Riley either. Like she thought the bars was going to help her, but they're not. They're fickle, and Nikki not going to help you. Like these people be doing this in the way of Tory Lane's not going to help you either. They threw her under the bus. It is sad. She was crying. This ain't the first time she cried. She cried when Armand was picked, or he was on a short list to be on the Hot 97, and she cried about that because she was saying like she stole the court cases from me and all that type of stuff. I'm like, no, sis, you only went to one court case, and you didn't even build upon that. Malago could have went to all these other court cases and built up this bread. She didn't do that.
Malago should have been the Nick at Night on CNN.
She could have been a Nick and I on CNN. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't do it. She didn't go to LA because she had the resources. So people would have gave her the money. Because if they gave it to Armand and said, hey, go to Florida and cover the case with Milagro could have gone and covered so many other cases.
But Wally, do you think it's too late for her to do that? I think she could still do it.
If I was her, I would definitely raise funds to go to the what was the next Lil Durk trial. Definitely.
Lil Durk, and let the best commentator win.
Absolutely. And it's not even have the best commentator.
The commentator win.
It's like it will be good for the culture because she got a built-in fan base, or mine got a built-in fan base and all that.
Okay.
And that's how I was trying to tell.
Battle for the battle, baby.
That's how I was trying to tell everybody that's doing court cases, because it was one person that was doing a court case. They was like, oh, they doing this to me. I'm like, just focus on the court case. Like, you are a media outlet. You just focus on your audience. And yeah, but I just think like she could get a lot of support because, you know, she can go back over there to the blogs and they'll post her and her audience. And she can come there looking beautiful and all that. I think that she need to raise the money to go there, and that will help her platform. And she need to find out a way, if she have to create a new YouTube channel to be monetized. She need to be monetized on YouTube.
Turn on her monetization.
She need all that monetization, but she on Twitch too, and that'll get her audience on Twitch too. Because
she's on Twitch and she's live streaming on Station Head. So the rumors going around saying that she got a new contract with Station Head allegedly because she's not really asking for coins.
But that's good. They should give it because she do bring in a huge audience on Station.
Bring the numbers.
Yeah, she brings it up on Station Head. Like if she talk about that Lil Durk trial, I think that would be good for the culture too.
But another thing, not to cut you off, what I'm upset with Millie is because, yeah, you sign a contract and you can't talk that how much they paying you, but you made it seem like you're only eating from the $20. You're only eating from your subscriber, what they send it to your Cash App, PayPal, X, Y, and Z, and come to find out you were making a coin, #Bitcoin on Station Head, and I don't like that because someone like me that's working a 9-to-5 or not even a 9-to-5 whenever a gig is available, and I'm sending, for example, I'm sending my little $20 that I'm not really making like that, and you're eating big, and that's something I don't like because you was downplaying that You get what I'm saying? Like that's something I don't like. And there's no tea, no shade. And that's not just to Millie. It could be to other content creators as well, because they need to understand we're not making money like people on social media. We're regular people. Regular people.
And I want to say this though, and I understand your point because all that came out, we would have never known that until she had to do this case. But Milagro have to understand she have nobody to blame but herself. But herself. She literally got up on this situation and said, "Hey, post that video," which she should have never did, and she did it, and then put insult to injury. She celebrated once the case was over, not knowing that it's another step. They can file an appeal. And that is what Megan's team did. And Megan got the resources to do this. The same case with Tasha K. Cardi got the resources to continue to put you in depositions. That's why Tasha K, she don't want to share with people, but she's going through financially. That's why she has to work so hard. Let me tell you, if you don't believe me, I'm going to give you a sign of she's going through and how she have to work. So I'm gonna go to her page and I'm gonna share this, and I want y'all to see this. And give me a quick second here. So I'll go to her community wall. I'm going to her community wall because she posts something there. Let me see if I can find it, because if she have it here, hold up. She had a whole schedule. If I can find it, okay. She got to go live on TikTok live. Then and out from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, she on TikTok live. From 3 o'clock to she's on YouTube. Then she had to do another YouTube with the whole Simon situation. Then she got to do her app, meaning that she got to go through all of these places, pump out all this content, stressing herself thin.
Friday.
And then she got the Friday broadcast because she got all this debt. She don't want to admit it, but you can see it in her actions. And plus, she put out a GoFundMe. So,
and plus, don't forget the interviews that she pile up and then disperse. And
then interviews and stuff like that. She got to do that as well. And so she's like a work. She's like working herself so thin because she got bills to pay. And I'm talking about big bills. I'm not talking about like a light bill, a gas bill. I'm talking about she got to pay rent, mortgage, lawyer fees.
Making the funds to pay it though, right? Can we say that?
You said what now?
At least she's trying to make the funds to pay.
Yeah, she's trying to make it, absolutely. But just imagine you working so hard, but you got to give that money away to somebody. It's another thing. You working, you building up. This is all you taking majority of the income you bring. You bringing home all this to you, right, as a net positive. But yet you bringing that money, you bringing all this time, bringing money in, but it's going out the door. That's the
but
thing.
I think you guys are. But I think you guys are because you're a business basically, and you're not just going to win every day in your business. There are going to be downfall. Tasha K just made a downfall, and I think she learned.
I get that, but it also making a foolish. It's also, it's not just like a downfall, like a slow month. It's because you got in a legal situation, and that don't even have to be. Because you could have easily took down the video. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you sue, like say for instance, the New York Times, right? If they don't do everything right and you send the New York Times a cease and desist and stuff like that, and if they didn't triple check and stuff like that, and they'll be like, okay, they're going to talk to their legal team, and their legal team will say, yeah, we didn't do everything right, so we need to take it down. You take it down. With her, she had the wrong lawyers. And one thing about Tasha, you can learn when I'm looking at her case, I've learned like make sure you have the right lawyers that know how to handle civil suits. Make sure you have insurance. Like you learn from what Tasha K mistakes, and I believe she learned from those mistakes because when other celebrities came to see her, she won. So she did learn and have better legal representation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But all of you guys learned. Even I learned. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
but
saying?
getting them $4 million in debt, I don't want to have to learn that type of lesson though. I don't want to get in that because good God, because some people may not never see a $4 million in their lifetime.
Okay, at least she got she's trying to make a way. So yeah, and I think she
Yeah, and
is
it's not
making
even
a way.
going towards her family legacy. You understand? This is a lot for her, and she got to do Zoom and she got to be on the internet for all of them type of hours. It's one thing to do when you working towards a goal to help your family, like your legacy, to get more profits, all that. You're paying that for another celebrity, a celebrity that don't need the money, but is making sure not going to cancel that debt because Tasha K, another one, still kept poking the bear. Tasha K, another one, still talking about Stephon Diggs. Tasha K, another one, still was doing that. And what did Cardi B do? She turned up the heat on Tasha K. She turned up the heat with the IRS. Not only that, she's getting other government agencies involved.
But Cardi B and Stephon Diggs is not together anymore, right?
Exactly. But
So,
if you got a case with Cardi, why
but
even
she,
take
but
that
she,
risk
but
talking
Tasha
about
K
somebody
don't
that's
have a case.
associated with Cardi when she's your creditor?
But Tasha K doesn't have a case with Stephon. So what is
She
the big
doesn't.
deal
But if you
for her
want
to
to
drag
if you
Stephon?
want to make everything hush hush and don't have her bringing you back into another deposition, it's best not to do that. Because now what happened was Cardi B turned up the heat, drug her back into deposition, meaning that
Because
Tasha got to
she
pay
couldn't take.
$1,000 to lawyers.
Because she couldn't
Plus,
take. Because she couldn't take.
right. But again, you the one that got to pay all this stuff, and you don't have it like that. Like even with the house, I'm gonna share this, and I don't want people to take this lightly. That house been for sale for a little while, but she didn't say nothing about it. I want you to keep this in mind, Icon.
A beautiful
When
house, by
Armand
the
dropped
way.
that video, the next day Tasha K had to be forced to say something about the house being for sale. Now, mind you, the house being for sale has been out on Lipstick Alley for a couple of weeks, a month almost. Nobody picked it up. Nobody talked about it like that. They pick up a truck. Armand talked about it, and she was forced to talk about it. She don't want to sell that house. Look all that work she put in it. Like that was her forever home.
Yeah, it was a beautiful home, by the
A
way. Yeah.
beautiful home that you had to get rid of and sell because you in debt. Not no medical debt, in debt because you couldn't keep your mouth closed, and then you didn't even listen to the judge. The judge, it was a good judge. Judge Roy said, if you go to trial, you're going to lose this case. Just settle. She didn't want to even settle.
I remember you saying that to us, that the judge did say that. Yeah.
And then the
But
judge
I think
said,
it
your
was
lawyers need
biased
to go back to
anyway.
law school. Go back to the first year in law school. So she had warnings.
I think that was all biased. I don't know, in my humble
She she she
opinion.
had she had warnings. She did. Tasha K had warnings. She didn't take heed to that, and now her whole family have to pay the price.
Well, I mean, money talks in America, right? That's all we can say,
It
right?
does, but you got to know how to pick your battles.
I mean, you're right about that. Can't knock you for that.
Yeah, because I get it. Like they said, oh, they want Tasha K to be silenced. Well, Tasha K silenced herself because she could have easily took down the videos and still would be able to talk about Cardi B. She the one that got herself in this situation, people. This one, no, Rock Nation forced her to say this about Cardi. Rock Nation forced her to do it. No, she did that on her own accord, and she's paying a price for it. She's paying a big price for it. Now, one thing that she should get from all this, and she's not gonna get it, is a sit down interview with Nicki Minaj. Because Nicki like to use people as little
In due
peons.
time, Wally, in due time.
And I don't think in due time. I don't think in no time. Because one thing about Nicki,
But
her
what if she
white
gag us?
publicist
What if
gonna
she
say, "Don't
gag
go there,
us?
YouTube. She's a liar. She been sued. This is a bad brand. This is
What if
bad
she
for your
gag
look."
us, though, Wally? Are you
You
going
said,
to eat crow?
you said what now?
I said, what if she gag us and have an interview
I don't think
with
I don't think she gonna
Nicki?
gag me. No, I don't think so. Because even the last time when Nicki came out for her promo run, she did not go on Tasha K's show. Which bloggers did she went on? She went on Cassinet.
Mm.
Name me an A-list person that sat with Tasha K. No A-list person.
Off top, I can't. off top, Wally, but she's doing her thing. I'm not gonna hate
I'm
on
talking
Tasha
about
K. She's
she
doing her
haven't had
thing.
an A-list person. She gets the cousin, next door neighbor, Gardner, and stuff like that. She don't get A-list people.
But she was chilling with Alicia Keys'
She
mother,
never
right?
got
And
Alicia
stuff
Keys
back
on
in
the
the
show.
Well, she was cool with the mom-in-law or somebody like that.
She always say that she cool with the mother-in-law. I want you to sit down with Alicia Keys. I'm saying, when the last time like an A-list star? Yeah, Nikki will donate to her fund, but that was stupid because it's going to Cardi. it's like you can't even,
but it don't matter.
You can't even celebrate.
It don't matter,
And let's be clear. Let's be clear. We don't even know that amount. It could have been $100. I guarantee you won $1 million. I'm just saying for Tasha.
What the money that
Nikki gave
was throwing on the app.
They gave her that.
I think those were I think maybe like 300 plus.
Probably like 300 plus. That said she need way more than that. Now, what would have been greater than a donation if Nikki would sit down and do an interview with Tasha K and put it on the app? That would help her with the subscriptions.
Somebody said they thought it was 3,000. Probably.
It could have been 3,000, but that ain't no 3 million. But would have been greater than the 3,000 icon. Let's be clear. She could have interviewed. Nikki could go on Tasha K's show, put it on the app. She gonna make that 3,000 and more. Everybody's right, Tasha K. Nobody's scared of Tasha K. The thing is, Tasha K is scared of having another lawsuit like Cardi. That's what she's afraid of. People is not scared of Tasha K. No, she's not. I'm just saying. But Icon, what else?
Another topic before I jump off and head back in the bushes.
Okay.
You said Jedidiah, right? I think allegedly he do have something to do with this because all of a sudden she started acting crazy and stuff like this when she was calling him out.
You talk about Jedidiah. Well, again, I don't think Jedidiah have anything to do with this. Lady have been taking off her clothes.
Not him per se, but all of a sudden, because you remember she was calling him out a couple months ago.
She was, but the thing is,
then all of a sudden now
they got money. But she got money. She got a mental problem. They got millions. Jedidiah didn't get millions.
But when did the mental problems come along?
Huh?
When did we find that she had a mental problem? When she took off her clothes? Correct?
I just think when you take off your clothes, I mean, something wrong with you mentally.
Yeah, but I'm saying when all of a sudden she has a mental problem now. So did someone really lace her weed? Did someone give her something that it's just strange because they want her to stop talking?
I've heard allegedly. I'm gonna bring you on Queen Bee more. I heard allegedly they said that somebody laced something. That's what I was saying in the top. Then somebody told me this ain't the first time she took off her clothes. This is like the third or fourth time she took off her clothes.
Okay.
So obviously there's something going on mentally with her.
I think somebody want to keep her quiet. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. But I know other people want to jump on and talk about the topic. Thank you, Wally.
No, thank you so much for calling in. Okay. You there? Can you hear me? I can't. Can you hear me?
I don't hear nothing.
Oh, you can't hear me. I think you got to go out and go back in. Hold on, let me tell her to go out and go back in. Hold on.
You want me to go out and come back in?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, let me do that. Okay, let me do this real quick. And then they said, Wally, why are you? I'm not. Listen, you guys. You're arguing with facts. I'm not against Tasha K. She's a liar. I used to break down interviews, and Tasha K told me, you bring subscribers to my website, thank you and stuff like that. We want to give you on the site for free. And I turned it down. I said, no, I want to continue to pay because I'm a fan. Then one day I go on that app and we blocked over there. Then I was blocked on her social media pages. She just sat there and lied and told me, oh, I don't block people over there. But she do. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay.
me? I guess you can hear me.
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay, good. Yay!
Hey.
What's up, producers?
Yes, it's so good to see you on.
Thank you. You too, Wiley. Always.
So what do you have to say? Because I know we talked about Lil Nas X, and we also talked about the DL Whisper. So what's your thoughts on either one of those topics?
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't tell no lies. I really didn't hear much about Lil Nas X. What what was it again?
He went to court today, and today he had a good deal. They said it's a diversion program, meaning that he had to do a mental health program for 2 years.
Right.
He's not going to prison.
Right. Yeah, I think that's good for him because he needs the supervision probably.
I
mean, obviously he going off the deep end when you walking down the street and looking like you got a diaper on, doing cartwheels. That's a bit much. I think that's one indication that you need some, supervision, psychological supervision. Yes. And then you got a lot of money too. Child. I'm glad they got a hold of him because you don't want him, just wasting his cash because he cuckoo.
Yeah, and then he was out there in his underwear. He was fighting cops. He got a beautiful deal. Shout out to his lawyers. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a good deal for him.
That is a great deal because this is his first offense. You know what I'm saying? It's one like he's like a career criminal. This is his first offense, so it's a good deal. And the charges are dropped once he complete the program. Right. So that's a good deal.
Nobody, it wasn't like he hurt nobody.
I think an officer was hurt. I heard allegedly that officer was hurt.
What?
Because he was from the officers.
Wally, how much of a hurt? Because
it's no telling. The officer probably had hurt his knee or hurt his ankle.
Right.
Who knows?
They just needed something to say. Next. On to yeah, please. That is not. Anyway. But, talk about going, that Kenneka Jenkins. I really feel bad about that. That lady, has been through a lot that she probably was not prepared for. She looks like she's not very young. I mean, not very old. She looks fairly young, right? So, she probably didn't. I'm not.
And you saw the video, and the video was saying,
yeah, but it looks like you talking about she got even $5 million. That don't look like the house of a person.
It doesn't. It does not. Because if I get $5 million, I'm moving out the neighborhood. I'm not staying in the same neighborhood.
Baby, please. Exactly. That's most people's desire to move on up. She looked like she might have moved over, but I don't know if she went up. The furniture, stuff in totes, everything on the floor. People should have stopped, noticed that. And, kind of seeing that something wasn't right with her. If you got all this money and you living like that, and I don't know what, but I was trying to say, she probably had a boobie reduction. That's what those scars were.
That's what I think. I think she sent the money over there, and then and obviously she shouldn't get naked. That's not something wrong with you mentally. You taking your clothes off. You can tell. You can look at her face and tell,
oh, she was gone. She had that Jaguar wrong look. I call Jaguar wrong, right?
Yeah.
And remember how she looked when she was looking for Officer Ramirez? They had the same look.
The same look. And I think she probably been diagnosed with something, but every time she get out of the hospital, she don't comply with, they tell her the medicine to comply with the therapy. She probably not complying. And what she doing is she's just coming out and she's going live, because that's what a lot of people do now. Mm-hmm. They go live and they broadcast to the world. And a lot of the comments, people were laughing and stuff like that. Yeah. But then there was some comments saying, oh my God, this is a mental health crisis.
Right.
And they said this ain't the first time she's been taking her clothes off,
Yeah, man. Come on now. As we say, Ray Charles could see that's a mental health crisis. And with the money she has, she can afford a caregiver and insurance. You know what I'm saying? To be able to help pay for some of those costs, because insurance will pay for a caregiver for her. So it's just pure ignorance, really, when it boils down to it. And when you break the word ignorance down to its true definition of just unknowing, and when you don't know, this is what you get.
You don't know this. I agree with you 100%, and I agree with you, and that's why people were laughing and they were saying, "Oh, it's Jedidiah's fault. It's Jedidiah's fault. He should help." No, they were telling Jedidiah, "You should help," but no, when he was helping the family, she put out an allegation that said that he was stealing money. He wasn't stealing money. And so for him, why take that risk going back to the same family that threw you under the bus and people were believing that lie, messing up your name and stuff like that? No, now he did do a video because she mentioned his name, said, "I'm gonna get 1,000 views like Jedidiah Dookie Brown," and like
I heard that. I saw that.
Dookie Booty Brown, and then that's what made Jedidiah go on his live and respond, because I watched his entire live night before last, I think on Sunday. I watched it on Easter, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring this to YouTube so I can tell my audience about it." Absolutely, yeah. And then I see in the comments somebody said, "Wiley, I have been a long supporter of you and your channel. You and Tasha were my favorite YouTubers. Please listen to your producers and hear that quite a few of us support Tasha too." I'm not saying not to support Tasha. What we're talking about is the situation in the debt that Tasha K got into. And also I'm exposing the lies because she says on her platform, "I don't block people," which she have me blocked. So I'm just telling you what happened in all of this type of situation, how hard she had to work. Even some of the winos come to me, they said, "Wiley, her app is just not the same. It's boring, it's dry." But you have to understand, she can't get those interviews that you really want. She can't get the Brorillas because she got to pay big dollars. She can't get Glorilla. She got to pay the big dollars, and Glorilla won't go. Now, if she had a check of $1 million, a lot of people will go on her show for that money. She can't get Boosie because she don't have the type of money to get those type of people on her broadcast. Even if she did, some people just not going to go to her show. It is, even with Wendy Williams, when Wendy Williams transitioned from radio to television, it was a lot of artists she couldn't book because they didn't fool with Wendy Williams.
Right. You're absolutely correct. I agree 110% with everything that you just said. I want to be known, like, I have a respect for Tasha. I respect her hustle.
Yes.
And I've said this before, like, I have a respect for Tasha, and I think she is talented. Some people say she's not talented.
Well, she's very talented.
I think she's very talented, and to have grown the way that she has, whether it's 500,000 bots or not, she's done a lot, to get to where she is. But nobody's perfect, and everyone has flaws. And like, Tasha's flaw is like, she's emotionally dumb. As much as she can say she goes to therapy and what have you, whatever she says however she says she works on her mental, she's still crazy. She's crazy in a lot of ways, like, she's a Pisces and I'm a Pisces. We are very emotional people, and she wears her insecurities on her forehead. Like, it's so clear, like, like we said, her obsession with Cardi B. And, you only align with Nicki and the Barbs because, you got a built-in crew of Cardi haters that can do your bidding for you if necessary, because you ain't supposed to be talking about this lady. So she's aligned herself with Nicki. But if, like you said, if she think Nicki is coming on her channel to give her an interview, baby, you're gonna be waiting a long time. I wonder if, like, does she really believe that Nicki is her girl like that?
No, like, she needs to understand. If she don't know, I'm gonna tell her. Nicki will get on the phone with you, gossip, do all that, so you can do her bidding. But when it's time, when she got that album to come out, when she doing a tour or these interviews, she don't go on Tasha K show. Remember the last time she had an album? She went on Castanet, stayed on her show, had the chair. She didn't come on no YouTuber channels.
No other YouTuber, only Kai. She is playing Tasha, like, clearly. And it's like, I swear, I think, no disrespect to the winos, but I think that she aligned herself with the Barbs, because they too are like, almost like some of her followers are like cultish. You know what I mean? Like they just believe anything Tasha says out her mouth, just like the Barbs believe anything that comes out of Nikki's mouth, whether it is a fantabulous story that they telling or not. Because sometimes, you know, I listen to Tasha and I be like, she lying. She is lying to y'all, and y'all sitting up there just sopping it up with a biscuit. You know, I mean.
And it's an entertainment factor, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But her winos, they do announce that in the app they post like this is boring, we need more, and then she have to post more. She do want to like lay back and have it like a Netflix type of app, but unfortunately, no. Like anytime, like she got to put all the content out. They're just like the CEO of Netflix. He don't have to do content. Only thing he had to do is bring shows on the app, and of course, keep us on the app and satisfied. She put all the movies on that app. Nobody watched it. That was a waste.
All them African movies and old movies.
Old movie. That's remember she put all that because she said I'm gonna be like a cable channel, and she thought the people. She said less than 1% of the audience are on that was watching the movies.
Really?
Less than 1%. And she said she got to stop licensing the movies because y'all don't watch it.
Right. Oh, I did hear her say that. I did hear her say that one day.
Yeah, she posted that, and I was like, I could have told her that day one. Like, why would we watch these movies? And you got majority of stuff Tubi and all. If they want to watch that, they go to YouTube, download it, watch it stuff, or go to Tubi and watch it. They don't need to go on your page for that.
And
they go
pay $12.99 to pay on it. So
right, $12.99. They'll really go on there because she posts on there interviews, and then it's hard to have a site for exclusive interviews because she ain't getting interviews like that.
Yeah, she doesn't. You know, she just hasn't been able to. Well, for one, screwing with Cardi was a bad look. You know, and then you got sued and you lost, and in a big way. So they know that first of all, if they go on her show, then that you're dead forever to Cardi, you know. And Cardi is a powerhouse in the business, you know, like make no mistakes. So nobody wants to get on Cardi's bad side, for one. For two, she made herself, you know, like you look like a liar. Like you're known as the person that lied on Cardi B. You said that she had the herpes and was kissing her daughter with it. You know, like what? Leave the babies out of it, you know. So that was a lie. And she's shown that she'll just, you know, and she's not loyal, and she'll tell you she's not loyal. You know, she's gonna tell whoever side comes to her. You know, like the DO Whisperer. It's not like she was listening to both sides. You know what I'm saying? You had an agenda. You had him on your show, you know, to further your agenda. That's the type of stuff you do.
And I agree. And I also feel like you made up a good point. Cardi have a lot of power in the industry. And this is why also Tasha K hurt YouTubers, because it's a challenge for YouTubers for us to, like even this show, to get celebrities to come on, because they feel like all you YouTubers, what y'all do, y'all just sit and lie on celebrities like Tasha K, and they will name and reference Tasha K. So it harmed not only Tasha, but it harmed the entire YouTuber community. It harmed that. And I love, like every blue moon I go over there to Tasha K show. I did watch the T.S. Madison episode. That was good, but it was a lie because T.S. Madison is not in jail. T.S. Madison do not have any criminal charges. Dear Whisper got locked up and still locked up. So it's like you watch, but don't watch her for like factual information. You just watch her for entertainment purposes.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Like Fox News. You don't watch Fox News for hard news. It's just entertainment.
Right. We all know they lie. They got sued.
Most of the stuff they do, they said lie. They had to pay billions of dollars because they lied on a voting machine company. They had to pay billions.
Exactly. Dominion. Because you sat up there and told them people there was voter fraud when you knew it
It
wasn't no
wasn't.
daggone voter fraud.
And
That
then they
man
had to
was
fire. Who did they
lost.
fire? I think they fired Tucker Carlson. They had fired him. And then Fox News had to
Yep,
settle billions, but they got the money to settle. See, Tasha
they
K
do.
don't have the resource to give $4 million. Okay, let's settle this suit. Fox News have that, but not Tasha K. So yeah, because
Do
Tasha
you
K
think
tried to make it
she
seem like I'm a media company, but you're a media company
right?
with limited resources.
Right. Do you think she really has this network deal, the syndicate deal brewing? She keeps saying that it's like she keeps hinting like with incognito, saying she's hanging, and she like did his show.
I think if she do have a network deal, that's great for her, but I don't know if it's going to be successful because because if she not really bringing Natasha that she was on the internet and she tried to be professional and all that, it's just not going to work.
And then how's she gonna split her time? Because how much are they gonna pay her to get off YouTube?
Yeah, because you got to pay her nice money because she makes a nice
She
piece of money
makes
on the
some good
internet,
coin.
and you don't want to abandon your audience, and then your show get canceled. Then you got to start all over again. Because
Right.
remember, Hot 97, what was that? Ebros and all of them. They literally
Yeah.
trying to build a YouTube. I'm like, y'all should have been built a YouTube while y'all was on Hot 97, and then do like an after show on y'all YouTube channel. Even
Yeah.
he announced and said we having a hard time getting celebrities on our show. I'm like, yeah, you're a YouTuber now.
Right.
YouTubers are not
Yeah.
respected as media personalities in the industry. We're not.
Unfortunately,
It's
like
sad,
I
but
know that some view it as new media and view new media wants their respect, and I think there's levels to it. You know what I mean? Like everybody want to go around yelling, "I'm new media, I'm new media,"
everybody want to
and
go around yelling it, and it's one thing to yell it, but it's another thing to live it and be it and actually
right,
have integrity like these media outlets have. But unfortunately, even mainstream media, some of them don't even have integrity no more because everything is so clickbait, being the first to tell the story. And sometimes you're the first one, but you're first and wrong. But they don't care because a lot of them get paid by clicks with the ad revenue. So I'd rather be first and wrong than to be first and post 3 days later and miss the wave of the attention span of the reader. Because we are all competing. Even mainstream is competing with online broadcasts.
yep,
That just it
they're
is what it
doing
is.
that. Like most shows, most like shows that are on TV also have a YouTube channel where they broadcast on there too. Like
Facts.
most news channels, Today
Have YouTube.
Show, all them
Absolutely.
shows, they have today. They have
So they get
YouTube
done
channels.
online broadcasting, they post it online.
Yep.
And they say yap, and they are struggling because the people that used to sit with them are not giving the same energy to Ebro and his team. No, they're not. They're not. They say all the Tasha K guests are bitter. She doesn't bring on guests to celebrate. It's people like Glorilla, Simon Gabadia. Yeah, it's because that's the platform that she built. If like she would never get a Brandy interview to talk about phases.
Mm-hmm.
She would never. She got Ray J because Ray J going anybody. He's just hungry for attention.
Right,
He
right,
need much credit. I remember they had
right,
got Ray J and Ray J was on that crying. I said he need much credit.
right.
Even his sister said I'm gonna have to love him from afar. He doing too much. But in the book, she loved her brother. But when you keep doing all this stuff and then dragging her in mess, she got to love you from afar. And I don't blame her because some family members you have to do that.
And you know what? That goes back to that Glorilla situation, that Glorilla Brorilla situation, where you do like that girl ain't making money like that. Like, yeah, she's probably, still the industry is set up where, like you said, if she has a 360 deal, she really
She ain't
ain't
making the
making
money like that. Most
nothing.
artists are getting 360 deals. They're not
Yeah,
getting
they are. Nikki had a 360 deal for
absolutely Nikki
years.
Howard. They're not getting unless you. This is the way to make money as an artist. You independent. You putting the money on Spotify. And they get 800 million views, 800 million streams. That's your money. You ain't got to split it with no middleman.
Right.
Spotify take out their fee and you keep the rest for yourself. But these labels today, in order to make money, you get a 360.
Yep. Yep.
And that's why a lot of artists be on tour. You got to stay on
Right,
tour.
because
Never
then
take
you
a
get
break.
paid for the shows. you know, and
Absolutely.
that's the only way you getting paid is for the
Getting
shows,
paid to do
especially,
shows.
you know, I mean, like, I guess with rappers, they supposed to write their own raps, but you know, a lot of times there's writers on a lot of
A
people's
lot of
songs,
them
not
have
just,
writers.
you know, like they'll point out like, oh, Cardi got a ghostwriter, Megan got a ghostwriter. What y'all don't know is most of these rappers got like 5 other people on them songs with the
Absolutely.
click view credits.
And
Click
look at
view
the
credits on that
credits. You
thing.
see all the writers on there. Like the evidence. Like the thing is, people just don't do their research. Even like because they said Nicki writes everything, but when you go to her songs, it's writers. A lot of writers
on it, right? A lot of writers on it. So
it's just like the people they don't do their research. They just dumb on purpose. It's too much knowledge on internet that you can just research. They just dumb on purpose.
Right. It's like 3 little buttons on the top of every
and
song
you can just
on
click
Apple
and you
Music.
see it.
And you click it and it saves you credits. Yeah.
And it's all the credits right there. It don't just say Nicki Minaj name on there. It got so many names on there. It's crazy.
Right. Absolutely. You know, and that's the way. But like that's how it is in R&B and any other genre of music. Like, why do rappers have to write their own raps? You know what I mean? Like, I get they're supposed to be authentic and living that life, but come on now, we have evolved past that.
Absolutely. And let's be clear, like Tasha did lie about Glorilla, and I repeated the lie too, y'all. No shade for clicks and views. She said Glorilla is pregnant, and I went and I did. Let me see. Do I still got that YouTube short?
She did say that. So wait a minute. Glorilla not pregnant?
Well, according to Glorilla, she says she's not pregnant. She's because when she was at the basketball game, she put out that I'm not pregnant or something like that.
But Cardi said she wasn't pregnant for a long time too, child. So she showed up in court.
Tell it. But I did put out a short. Let me see if I can put out that short real quick. Do I have that short? Did I pull up? Because I got that directly from Tasha K.
Right, I heard it from Tasha K too. So I'm like, oh, okay. But then I saw a picture of her and her she looked like she had a little belly. But
and then sometimes see with these pictures too, it could be AI. But this is the short that I said. Let's press play on here.
Okay.
Glorilla. Wait a minute, not the Tyler Perry one. Glorilla, 5 months pregnant by her NBA player boyfriend Brandon Ingram.
Oh,
she is definitely kind of compete with Nicki Minaj. Definitely trying to. He's worth $200 million, and he do claim Glorilla. It is rumored that she's pregnant for 5 months pregnant, and I just got this from the liar Tasha K, so we don't know if it's true or not, but it's news, so I'm definitely putting it in here. And she's definitely trying to compete with Nicki Minaj, so congratulations to Glorilla and all of her success. This is the way you do it. So just in case the relationship failed, you can go ahead and get that child support, and this is a good win for your career because you can rap about being pregnant, you can rap about getting the ring and all of this. So this will help your career because it looked like rapping ain't for you no more. It looked like you just did dried up as a rapper. Glorilla.
Oh my God.
That's what I put out there. And I said, I think Tasha, she had a source that told her Glorilla was pregnant. She makes stuff up. And she gives bad medical advice with them or supplements. She does. And this I tell people, do not take those supplements without talking to your doctor. Because you get yourself messed up. Don't listen to Tasha K, especially someone that was sued and lost for lying.
I bought one of hers to see, you know. I was like, okay, let me check this out. I gotta go find it. I'm about to go find it. So I forget how much I paid, but it was a good amount of money. And then I got this itty bitty jar and this janky label. I need to go find it. I will post it later, baby. But this little itty bitty jar with this junky ass label, and I was just like, what is this? I'm like, I'm not taking that. It's still up in my cupboard full. I said, I'm not taking that. It don't look right. I'm just gonna say
no, because
it looks like something Tasha packaged in her goddamn basement. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's just like you have to be very cautious with that because you could go to a health food store and talk with them or go to your doctor. I always say get good info from your doctor or do your own research, but don't just take Tasha K word. She not taking those supplements. Yeah, I took that supplement, and you don't think you can lose that. And she be lying. She trying to sell a product.
Right, like Come on
She
now,
be
man.
up
You
that
gonna say the
line.
other this
Tell me I
hair
took 3
product.
drops and I feel so good and all that. Okay, you take a drop like that, your ear fall off. You got to be careful with her. Okay, go ahead and listen to her if you want to.
I'm trying to tell you, notice all the little bottles that she show in her little commercials. They all look the same. I'm telling you, she got herself like 10,000 little bottles down there, packaging them in her basement and shipping them out. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. And then, all that, because she in that, she's selling all them supplements.
Allegedly,
I'm going
allegedly.
to say allegedly, all them supplements she doing, and she be lying to me. She take the supplements and she give it to her family. I'm like, okay. You believe that if you want to.
Child, please. I will say, like, Tasha does have pretty skin. You know
She
what I'm
does.
saying? She is very pretty skin, so I'm like, okay, I don't know. I'm still not taking the supplements.
Yeah, because you really, I just say be careful and like research the ingredients before you put that stuff
Right,
in
she
you.
like, you could and put the oil on and you could put it on your coochie if you want. I'm like, child,
Remember she had
burning down there.
she had some product for the yoni. Oh my god. Pangea.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my God. She done had all oil of oregano. She done did all kind of And they said,
Yeah.
I knew when they said the oil of oregano was really her company. That's when I was like, oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, like you
all
gotta be
these little ads, they be her company.
Yeah, because I told female, I said you gotta be careful putting all that yoni stuff in your area. Like you need to be careful. That could mess your pH balance. It just mess you up, period.
And I think something did happen with it. Because I remember I researched it like, because that's when I was like, okay, I think she's behind it. So I researched who are the owners of it. And she was only a part owner, allegedly. Another company was an owner also. So it wasn't her company fully, but she was in there. And they had
Because she did a whole interview, and I don't even know if Pangea Wash, if that company is still in existence. Because she did the commercial. She said, she had a guy on the commercial. I tried that Pangea Wash. The yoni was so good and fresh. Like, what was you using? Pangea?
Yes.
Having other people ban that product, messing up yo. I'm like, you better be careful.
People probably burning down there. Ain't no way.
All them chemicals. You don't even supposed to be using all them chemicals down there like that.
No. And then like they
tell me they have chemicals to make you soaking wet.
What?
You got to be careful with those chemicals, y'all. I'm just telling you, be careful.
If you can't do it naturally, then God,
you don't need to do it.
That's all
you don't need to do it. I'm just saying, I agree with you.
I mean, like, okay, like, they have that little warm touch stuff, like it gets warm. And I probably had, used that once or twice in my life. And nothing, came of it. But like it was from a reputable company. I know that much. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember. It was from like, what's them people that make the condoms? Anyway, but I'm just not the people that make Magnum now.
Oh, the company. Okay, I don't know the company that make Magnum. No.
But they make some other products and stuff.
Okay.
So I have used those, but that's it. Like you gotta be very, and that was like once or twice.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you have to be very cautious putting stuff in your body.
Yeah, like you don't know where Tasha got this stuff from.
You don't know because she never tell you where she got it from and stuff like that. And also, you got to be careful too. She's from, she got people in Africa. You got to be careful with that stuff too, because a lot of them products is not FDA approved, and you put all this, and you could mess up your whole system. So you got to be very cautious with those supplements.
That's the thing. Are they FDA approved? And she be coming up with some story of why they not FDA approved. They not only not FDA approved because see the government don't want you to know. She come up with a fantastic
Oh wait, let's see, because Cardi B just did a video. Somebody stole some money from her. Let's see what she's talking about.
Word to everything. As soon as I saw that notification, I was like, "That's $40,000. What the fuck?" Then when I saw that Apple shit, because bitch, who the fuck is spending $20,000 in Apple? Oh, bitch, me and my accountants was like, somebody's doing fraud. Oh, hell no. If I get your address before these people that's doing the investigation on y'all, they got the pictures of y'all. If I get the address before them, I'm gonna get y'all beat the fuck up. Word to my mother. I'm gonna get my niggas to spank the shit out of y'all. Y'all went to Chase? Y'all went to Saks? Y'all went to Apple? Bitch, y'all going to jail. We completely cut off the credit card. But guess what, you fuckers? We automatically call those stores. We call the Saks and we call the Apple store. Let me tell y'all motherfuckers something. I got clear pictures of you motherfuckers trying to get money out of a Chase, which mind you, you can't get money out of. Well, that's another thing about my credit card. You cannot get money out of my credit card. Like, it's like you can't just go to an ATM and just thing. No, but y'all tried it. So y'all tried it on the Chase. So I got pictures of y'all going to Chase. I got clear pictures of y'all in Saks, and I got clear pictures with y'all on Apple. Because one thing about me, I don't play about my fucking money. Y'all look Arab and y'all look Dominican. I don't know. One of you is broad-headed with a very thick beard. One of y'all look like y'all in your early 20s with curly black hair. One of y'all got a gray silver jacket and you got a stomach. And one of y'all is short and bald. So it's for y'all motherfuckers. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all are going to jail.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to be very cautious with that too. It's so easy to get people credit cards now because, like, if you online shop, you open to get them to steal your information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and who doesn't online shop now?
It's a lot of scammers out there. But for her to threaten, say she's gonna get somebody, don't do that.
Yeah, come on. I'm like, now, Cardi, didn't we go through this before, dear? You may have gotten off for sending them girls to that strip club, but they ain't gonna keep giving you off. You know, you won your little case with the security guard. You did call that girl big. You know, but you know, they gave her. You know, she got off on that one. And the first one, she got a little slap on the wrist. But you up here threatening people on live. You either fake it or you crashing out. Now get control of your emotions, girl, because I'm tired of this shit. Oh, excuse me. You know, she just be crashing out, not thinking. And it's like, girl, I'm going to need you to stop doing that. I'm going to need you to have intellect over emotion, okay? Intellect over emotions. Once she grasps that concept, she'll be a lot happier.
I agree.
And I don't know, but hey, Cardi. Well, we'll say this: she collecting them checks though, but she be on top of her money though. Like
you should, like I'm telling you, like I don't understand
like
what all got. It was who was that artist? It was an artist that did an interview. He said he don't have no money. People, he paid all his bills. Because a lot of people get robbed because they put their accounts over everything. They don't pay nothing. And that's how you get to get robbed, especially if you have a lot of money. It's best to pay all your bills yourself. It's best, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you pay your tax bill. Don't give people that much power over your finances because they can rob you.
No, really. For real. Like
they
can't.
You need all your alerts.
Trust.
You have to, because it's hard. You know, it's having these celebrities have dealt with a money person and they robbed them. Like, oh yeah, that account.
You can't get your cousin's mother, brother, sister.
You can't
either.
Remember, Tyler Perry said he knew he had made it. He couldn't use his sister to do his taxes no more. He had to get a real company.
Child, right?
And Tyler Perry, y'all remember they made a mistake on his taxes. And he had to fire his whole team and get a new team. They had made a mistake and had him paying all this money to IRS and didn't even have to pay it. They just made a mistake. So he had to fire his own team. So even if he's going through that, he's a billionaire. What do you think, you know, when you get money
that's really go through it. You know, the more money you get, the more problems you get. For real.
And they always say that. I'm like, I always say this though. I say, I'd rather deal with the problems without not having the money. I'm sorry. I can deal with the problems.
You just gotta know how to handle success. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard, especially when you're young and you're getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, especially when you new to money too. If you new to it too,
for sure, for sure. And most of us are new to money. You know,
are new to money, especially if you black or new to money where you wasn't raised and you don't have the money like that. If you're new to it,
right? and it's hard. It's
What
difficult,
I'm saying in the
knowing.
comments, somebody said y'all say it's okay that TS Madison had access to DL Whisper credit report. She never said the DL Whisper name, guys. That could have been anybody credit report.
He
He
outed
never,
himself with that one.
because he could have been like, that ain't my credit report. I don't know who she reading.
Right. She lied like shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Because she never shared the name.
yeah, it's kind of a reach, but back to that situation. I still feel like that. I mean, I think he should be out by now, though. Like, it's just like, come on, like, let the boy go. At this point, I do think.
When do you think he should be out?
I mean, like around now, like any day now. But I think that he did it to himself by going in there with that last bail review and acting the donkey. Well, oh no, not that he acted donkey, but he had called somebody talking smack, and they gonna play it for the judge, right? That's what happened, right? I need my phone so I can see the comment.
I'm saying that I think he should be out, but he did say his audience is giving him money, put money on his books, and also they are he's sending information for people who can video chat with him. So,
right. I mean, listen, I don't know if I'm gonna do all that video chatting, but you should, Wiley. I did say I would advocate for his mental health, and I will do that. I will advocate for his mental health because I believe, that everyone deserves appropriate care and treatment. And I don't think that he is receiving that. I hope, but this is what I wanted to point out though. He's faking a little bit, Wiley, because I don't know if you saw my comments a few lives ago when I was like, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. If he been there that long, he could have been request a psych visit, right? After 3 days or so in most jails, my mother has been a director of nursing in the jails, assistant director of nursing in the jails, and now she's a nurse educator in the jails, right? So we talk all the time about the care that people are supposed to receive, right? And after 3 days, I'm pretty sure, then you're allowed to put in a 6 slip or something, right? And then the 6 slip, you can put the 6, once you get up to your tier, you can put a 6 slip in, and that takes 3 days to process, up to 3 days to process, right? And once you do that, you're gonna see somebody. And then once they see you and see that you need some help, or that you're supposed to have medications, or whatever kind of doctor you're supposed to see, you put it in 3 days, you see the person. And it might take up to a week to actually see the doctor, but they're gonna get you care and fairly soon. They're not gonna just have you in there without your medications all this time. So that's cat on that. He might be declining his medications just to get attention, or he could have gotten his medications and he's telling us anything. How would we know the difference? We'll never know. That's a HIPAA violation. We'll never know what medications he's received in jail.
It all depends on if you have a good person. Because I know in the Las Vegas jail, I saw the psych doctor or therapist, psych people, the nurse and all that, within like the second day I was in jail. It was like the second day. Because I was on watch, so I was in
that was a little fast.
And so they really was on it. And then when I was in a unit, they transferred because they said, "Oh, you're doing good in this unit, so we're gonna transfer you to like an open bunk area, like it's open, so you won't be in a room locked." Because at first I was in a cell where it was locked down, and there was a camera in there because I was still on watch. But once I was doing good on that, they moved me to another area and the psych people came, and she would come like every like once a week. You would speak to the psych doctor or the psych nurse, and everything like that. So they will have or watch, but you have to be the one to take the meds and do all that type of meds, stuff like
Right.
that. A lot of stuff I
But
didn't
you
take.
have that option, right?
You had that option is because I didn't want to have my appetite increased, and then they'd be like, "Oh, you know what I'm saying?" Because the food was disgusting. But once I got out, I stayed on the medicine and stuff like that. But they do have the nurse to come every day. Sometimes she would come late and would give the medicine. But I made sure I took my blood pressure medicine every day because like, every day they will give you your medicine. They will ask you when you even go to when you first get locked up. They will ask you what medication you're on. And I don't
Yeah.
know. They have to ask you this question, and if you say you bipolar and all that, they will put you in a unit where you're able to get your psych meds, you're able to get your high blood pressure
Thank
medicine.
you.
It was another person that was diabetic, and he had to get certain sweets and stuff. It was another person that had some medical problems. They would give them like some stuff, so they will help you. You know, they
Right.
even had a dentist, a dental place to come and pull a tooth if you need a tooth pull in the jail. So yeah, they have all type of services and stuff like that. I don't know if it's universal for all jails, but they supposed to make sure that you're getting help, and that's why it's so important um, to ask questions while you're in there when you're doing your intake, so they'll know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
So, needless to say, what? That's cat.
Yeah,
That's
I
cat.
agree. And so it's a lot of stuff he probably won't know, but yeah, but his audience is sending him money on his books. So they are visiting, which is good because if he want to fight this, go ahead and fight it. Me personally, if you feel like you ain't did nothing wrong, go ahead and fight it. But it's a strong possibility if he lose, he can get some prison time. So you have to be very. But because I watched the interview with a lawyer, and she said it's best to fight it from the outside. But sometimes if you fight it from the inside and you be in jail for like a year or two, that could go towards your
Time
time
served.
served.
Right.
Hmm.
I thought about that. Like,
But she
he'll
said she'd
definitely.
rather
I
have a
think he
client
should get
fight it from.
whatever time because he's been in there a couple months. He definitely should get
He's
that
been out there a
time
couple of months.
served. I mean, this is like a petty crime. I mean, you know, it's not, but it is. You know what I mean? Like it's real petty, is what I mean. Not like it's like a small thing. I mean, like this is so petty, and I just can't see. I think that what he did was wrong. He was dead ass wrong. You know what I'm saying? He should not have tried to go to that woman's house. He should have not said the statements that he made. He made a lot of wrong turns.
Yeah, but I'm
But
gonna ask you this question: do you think he learned his lesson now?
that's the thing. Like, see, that's where he went wrong. When he said, like, basically, like, he hit the Mama Joyce on him, like, ain't no mountain high enough to keep me off the ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really, like, messed himself up
Me
on that one.
personally, I think he should learn his lesson. If he come out
And
and
he got to
break,
show that, Wally, though. He's got to show, he
he
got to
got to show that. Yeah,
demonstrate
he got to show
that he
because like right
learned
now,
his
he still
lesson.
seem like he's been railroaded. He's been mistreated because that's what he put in the video. So I hope if he do get out that he do not violate because if he violate again, he will serve time in prison. I believe
Definitely.
they're gonna wind up
Definitely.
putting
If
him in
you
prison.
are like, if you do it again after all of this, something wrong with you. Something
Yeah,
is
so wrong
really,
with you.
really wrong with you, and you need to be evaluated thoroughly. But like he said, he's got to demonstrate it for one. And the thing about it is, it's got to be like within the constraints of the system, because now he's got to wait for another bail review.
You gotta wait for another bail review,
And who
and
knows how long
yeah,
that might
yes,
take.
we don't know how long it's gonna take, and also too, he, with the court, with a court date even for trial, he haven't gotten that yet, so he could be in there for another year or so. It all depends on how backed up the court system is.
See, his lawyer, whoever that is, Now, I don't want to go all the way back to Tasha K, but I'm just saying she know daggone well she should be helping that boy with his lawyer, and not Olga. But
And not Olga, like she definitely could give him a good criminal defense lawyer.
yeah, absolutely. Don't get one off of the TV ad like she got
No,
Olga.
she need to get he need a good criminal defense attorney that will fight for him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I think once I get this is one thing that's really pressuring me to get into law school because a lot of people don't have good representation. They don't have people that want to fight for them. Especially, you have some lawyers don't want to pick up cases or they over like a lot of these public defenders got hundreds and hundreds of cases, so you just pushing them through or trying to have them to take a plea deal because you don't have the time to go to trial like that or have the resources to fight for them really in trial. So I need more lawyers to really fight for their clients because a lot of people
love that idea.
A lot of people take plea deals even when they're innocent because they don't want to take the risk going to trial and lose and go to prison.
Right. You're right. And
there's a lot of innocent people. Yeah. So
now, although I think you are a natural caregiver, and I think that you are like, I don't know if it's your calling or not, but you're definitely a natural at it.
Yeah.
However, you're already getting a degree in criminal justice, so with that, you can take that knowledge and then go on to law school. That's a great, matriculation right there. So I think you would be great. And then like nursing is going to be hard with your record anyway. But I think,
and then also if we get off the record, it'll be definitely hard. Because like next year it gets off the record, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But still,
did you have any felonies? Right? No felonies, right?
No, it's no felonies. No.
Okay, thank God.
No, thank God to that. Because they did give me a felony, but then once I completed probation, they put it down to a misdemeanor, and then next year it comes completely off the record. That was a deal that I signed, which is a good thing. So I can pretty much start over and stuff like that. But the reason,
go
ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, I really think that you would be a great lawyer. You're smart. You're quick witted. So, and you're funny, but when you know something, you know it, so, and you stand on it. And that makes a great lawyer.
Yes. So because when I saw my public, how he advocated for me, I was happy. And I was like, oh, I really want to do this. Cause like
it inspired you. Yeah.
It really, 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 really inspired me. And I was like, well, let me just finish up this criminal justice degree. So I went out, registered back in school. I just took, what courses? I took 2 courses that I had to do. I took introduction to nutrition and like U.S. government because I still have some electives that I have to take, and I also have core classes I took in the past. So I'm like getting it through and try to get this stuff done, and also too to be a voice and an example. Like, oh yeah, I went through this because like even Judge Greg Mathis, I love his story because he did crime. And then he got into law school, and now he became an elected judge, and then he became a TV judge. So he's set for life. So his family is set for life. So it's good to have those examples because don't let just because you made a mistake, oh, my life is over. It's not. You really you may have to jump through some speed bumps or jump through some hoops, but you can't make it through. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, I think so. Absolutely. Oh man, wouldn't it be great if you could interview Greg Mathis?
That would be an honest interview.
That would be so.
That would be a huge interview. Yeah, I have
that would be huge.
I used to watch him a lot. My grandmother used to love watching Greg Mathis. Like
every day.
He would give good messaging on the bench. Mm-hmm. Like even though he would call people crackheads.
Yes, everybody crackhead.
Everybody was a crackhead. Yes, so, but he would drop gems in the interview. So, and on the bench, and it was just good.
Yeah, it was. I loved that Greg.
What's up, PJ? I see you. I see you in there. One of my Facebook friends said, "Wiley, hey, it's so good to see you, brother. You got to come on my YouTube channel one of these days too."
I love to see like people who have like stayed with channels for over time. You know, it's a few channels that I followed for a long time, and sometimes like I might go back to them, and I'm like, dang, who are these people? Like, where are the day oneers? You know, like where did day oneers at? You know, like it's good to see like a lot of your day oneers stay with you, and you know, even if they pop in from here and there, they still come through because you get a lot of views. Like even if it's not a lot of people in the chat, you still get a lot of views.
Yes, this PJ, you said I'm so happy to see you doing well. I'm so proud of you. I'll be honest. Yeah, so good. You know, when you go through your challenges and stuff like that. And again, when we talked about mental health, right? Look at this lady, Kenneka Jenkins' mother, going through what she's
Yeah.
going through. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, um, at the end of the day, you have to be you have to get the help that you need. You know, we can't
Yeah.
force you because they can keep putting you in a hospital, but if you don't want to take your meds,
Yes,
you'll keep
you have to
crashing
be
in.
responsible for you, you know. And that's
You
I'm
have
not
to
gonna
be.
say that that's easy, you know,
It's
because when
not.
you're
It's a
like in
challenge.
mania, it's hard for you to kind
Yes,
of
that's why you
like
got to get in the
grasp
hospital,
reality.
get the help.
But if you're not,
Take,
I think that you're not able to be introspective, and that becomes the problem. If you
that's
can't
true.
look inside you and see what the problem is and
That's true.
want to fix it, then there lies the problem, and you're never gonna get better.
Yeah,
You
PJ.
gotta want to do it.
PJ said, "You've been consistent and truly believe you're better." I said, "Absolutely, yes." Shout out, I've been knowing him for years. I love
Yeah.
Chicago. I love
Oh,
interviewing because when I first started doing the show, I would interview gay people. That's all I did. I'll have my camera. I would interview, go to house parties, get on the bus or the train, and that's how I got my start. And I would
okay.
interview like a lot of gay artists and stuff like that. I got my start. And back then it wasn't a lot of podcasts because it wasn't popular. People weren't doing shows like that. And I would get my camera and I would interview people and stuff like that, get into a couple of beats and everything. And to still be doing the show is just an honor just to see that. Yes. And
Wait a
so
minute. Who said I look like Tamar?
I remember, yes, because that's what we
That's one
do.
I've never heard.
You said Tamar,
Yeah,
but you
I've
from
never heard
Baltimore,
anybody
so
say me look
you
say I look
you
like
from
Tamar.
Baltimore. That's what they do in Baltimore. Like they always say they either Braxton, Tamar, and stuff like that. And even though I got pushed back from Baltimore, y'all city got back clean. I think it's getting cleaner now. But I used to be hard on Baltimore.
You know what? Listen, don't believe Donald Dump. Okay,
No, I'm talking about
are
when
you?
I visit, when I
Where'd you
visit
go?
Baltimore,
Now, if
it
you
was
went
a
to the
lot of
hood,
trash.
where did you see this said trash, Wally?
It was at a CVS. We was in the hood, right? We was in the hood. I don't know the direct area because it's been years, but it was
Was
a
it
lot
10
of
North?
garbage. I said, this city is so filthy, but it was so much. It was so much trash in the CVS parking lot. I was like, this
You
is,
probably were at Penn North, which is like the one of the most
yeah, we was in the hood because we was at a rinky dink
wild.
motel. We was at a rinky dink motel and we was in the hood.
Um, my dog is going off, but you might have been at Penn
Okay,
North.
somebody said me too while it was not clean. I'm telling you, Baltimore is a filth. It used to be so. I think it probably got better because I haven't been. I'm gonna have to go there
Well,
and
yes. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this though.
hopefully it got better.
The new mayor has. I mean, like he cleaned up the city so much. He gave everybody trash cans for one. Duh.
That's
Like that's
good.
all you had to do. He gave everybody new trash cans, these big trash cans, right? And now, like, even when I drive through like the alley houses, like we have houses that like face an alley, you know, also in certain areas. And like I've driven through there and it's clean. So yes, come back. Come back,
I'm gonna come
Wally.
back
Come
because
back.
it was a long because y'all used to have. It used to be called the African Fest, but y'all call it something else now.
Afram. Afram.
Afram, but then it used to be called the African Fest.
I don't think so. I think it was
Oh,
always
unless I must have
Afram.
called it that. But anyway,
Yeah,
Afram.
you called it that.
But
That was
I
your
thought it was
label.
African. But Brandy performed in Baltimore. This was years ago. She was
Okay.
one of the headliners. This when her album 211 was out, and I drove in my 2012 Nissan Sentra from Chicago to Baltimore. That was a long drive. Okay,
Wow.
a long drive, and I went there to see Brandy, and my friends and
What
I
year
went.
was it?
I forgot the year, but my friends, they lied and said they had this discount on a hotel, and we was at this rinky raggedy motel in the hood. In the hood, we went there, and then they had no money to the motel, and then I had to pay for the room and stuff like that. But I left them, and they probably watched this broadcast. I got in my car that night and left and drove back to Chicago.
Oh my God! How long is the drive?
It had to been over 10 hours. I know it was a long.
Wow, yeah, because I've driven to like parts
it was
of Ohio,
a
like
long
almost
drive.
Detroit, and that was like 8 hours, 7 hours.
It was a long drive. Let me see how far is that. Let me see. That had to be like 10 hours. No, 16 hours. Yeah.
Whoa. And you drove here, went to a concert, and then drove all the way back?
Yeah. We
slept,
and then we slept. Like the next day was the concert,
slept.
right?
Oh, okay.
No, I did sleep. Once we went to the concert, I stayed up all through the festivals and stuff like that. Got in the car and drove back to Chicago.
Okay, but you did say
I was, when I tell you, tired, bone tired. But I did it, and yeah.
Okay, well, that you don't even remember what year that was, so
no, it was.
That was a bad.
It was. I know it was before 2016. That like because I was staying in Chicago with my grandma at the time, so I wasn't even living in Dallas. That's how long it was. I know it was a little over 10 years ago.
Okay. I don't know. That was a bad year. I don't know who the mayor was at the time.
Yeah, because I know it wasn't this current mayor. It wasn't this current mayor.
No, 2016. That might have been like around the time of the riots and stuff.
Because I think it was before 2016, though. Probably 2004. Let me Google when did Brandy perform. Whoa, that's
might have been right. Was it before or after the Freddie Gray riots? Do you remember?
They said I was there back in 2000. Oh, you was back there in 2019. Somebody said there. Just go when did Brandy?
Well, I live outside of Baltimore right now, but I grew up in Baltimore and in all parts of the city, various areas in the city, even in the hood. Child, I grew up in an area called Midway. They call it that because it's midway between two heavy drug zones. But it's a really nice area, though. That's the funny thing. Just some little drugs up
there. Okay. Yeah, it was way back. And when I used to come hard on Baltimore, people was like, well, don't come hard on Baltimore. I'm like, it was so filthy. But again, I do have a friend that stay in Baltimore. Well, not a friend, a YouTuber that I used to watch, Zenva Adams. He was in Baltimore. He born and raised in Baltimore. And so I watched it. Oh, yeah. He said he loved Baltimore. And I think Baltimore, you know what I'm saying? It's good now. Y'all got an attractive mayor.
He's a little cutie.
Yeah, he's not, and he be getting the media together when they be trying to like drag him and saying that why you spending all this money. He be getting that. But you know what I'm saying? He don't have that Baltimore like type of answer.
He's true Baltimore. Don't even try it.
Really? But he don't sound like he's from Baltimore though.
Listen, everybody don't say you and two here. Don't believe the hype. Like, I can't even say it like they say it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but you can tell who got that language from. But like, I can tell you from Baltimore. Like, you got that from that way. Yeah.
Yeah, he's. You might not know in the professional setting, that.
Because he's so maybe he know how to turn it on and turn it off.
Yes, he knows how to code switch. You will never get anywhere in life, in the world, especially in business, without knowing how to code switch.
Yeah, he know how to code switch. Yeah,
and a place.
Yeah, Tasha said he fine too. Yeah, he fine too. Did you vote for him? No, I'm talking about.
I can't because I don't.
Oh, you lived outside.
I would have though. I had like campaigned for him a little bit.
I was happy for him. I'm really happy for him.
I had a little sign, but I'm like, I can't vote for him. But.
And I'm glad he cleaned up the city and stuff like that. Even though people talk about Chicago, but Chicago is a clean city. Because even though they talk
I don't know, I've never been to the hood in Chicago, so I can't tell you. But I know that there's bad parts. People talk
it's
about
bad parts everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying?
Everything, like people were like, oh, I remember back in the day, they're like, Cabrini Green is like the worst project in America.
It was. And
You
remember
know,
Candyman.
so-
If you ever want to know how
Yeah, I saw Candyman, child. Yeah, I synced it.
They said that's how I am. Cold switch down. I moved to Miami and been told Chicago has an accent. I don't think does Chicago have that? Like, really? I think so, because people be saying you sound like you from Chicago. You sound like you from Chicago.
I think like Midwesterners, period, like sound like they're from down south. A lot of like Steve Harvey. You know, you would think he's from down south. The way he talk, you know, like I can't describe it right now. I could do him. I'm great at imitations. I can do him when I hear him.
The green was no joke. My family from there. Yes, it was no joke back. Yeah, it was especially in the 90s. So in the 80s and the 90s when you had the crack epidemic and all, it was terrible.
I heard,
And that's why Chicago is so bad, period. Because Chicago, when they knocked down all those people, knocked down all them buildings, all the projects. They had all the people spread around the city. That's what made the crime go up, and that's why we're still dealing with that to this day because of that.
Yeah.
Now, Chicago people is not loud. New York people are loud.
I think New York has loud people.
New York is loud. New York people, and they talk with a lot of New Yorkers talk with a lot of passion.
Now they do that, you know.
They're
very. I think that. Yeah,
it's off of New York and watch how they go off. The New Yorkers are very loud.
That's a couple cities probably. That's most.
Yeah, they cleaned up like all that Cabrini Green, all that's towed down. Now it's nice buildings and stuff like that. Cabrini Green, all them projects and all them IDB Well project, all that's down. They knocked all that down.
Yeah, they knocked all ours too.
All that's gone. Like when you roll past, you would never know that it was like bad like that.
Like here, like all those projects in the Wire, those high rises that were in the Wire, and they're gone.
They said I don't like New York because of the rats and garbage. Chicago would never. Yeah, Chicago would never. Yeah, New York is very filthy too. And it's no offense, very nasty. Now they finally got garbage, but they should have been had that 80 years ago. Like New York is so filthy. It's very.
I've seen the rats. I've never I don't know, parts of like Manhattan. I don't know. I've never seen a lot of garbage, and then I've been in like Brooklyn, stuff like that. I've never really seen.
Yeah, I would love to visit. Where the garbage at? I would love to visit New York because.
Yeah, let's go to New York. Come to Baltimore. Listen, you come to Baltimore, I will take you to New York. I go to New York all the time. I go to New York for the day all the time. I go to New York, shop, come right back like it's a job.
Yeah, they throw their garbage on the street. Garbage trucks pick it up every night. Yeah, they do. They throw the garbage right on the street. It's just nasty.
Oh, you mean like in bad? Oh, like
in New York? Because like Chicago, we have trash cans in the alley. We don't put now. If you go to the suburbs, they put the trash can in the front, but in the city, it's in the alley. You pick it up, but we don't. You put it in the can and stuff like that. In New York, they don't. Now they finally have cans, I guess, but it's still not 100%. Some parts of the city got cans and stuff, but hey. And they say it's some rats that look like cats, like big like cats. In but I will visit New York though. I will visit New York because I got a lot of subscribers in New York.
Yes, if you come to Baltimore, I will take you to New York.
Because you go to New York, okay?
And I have friends. I have friends in New York too. You have friends in New York. And
one of these days, especially so it's the summertime, I definitely want to come to New York.
That's when I go. I usually go like around Memorial Day. Well, I usually go like around Mother's Day too, coming up, because my husband does these camps, and he'll do one in New Jersey in May around Mother's Day. So I usually go up there with him, and then I go over to New York, do some shopping.
Yeah, somebody said. So I said New York's so busy they would be that would be the last thing you worry about unless you've seen them in the subway at night. They said yes, I've seen rats in my cross the street. So so fast they butt was switching. I watched them look both ways before crossing the street. I kid you not. Yeah, they are trained as like, because they've been there so long. They got a different mentality in there. They don't even hardly eat.
Like you said, I don't pay attention to them. I don't be saying the I've seen.
I mean, maybe because we talking about because I'm not from New York and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong.
I'm not from New York neither, and I'm not from a rat infested area neither. But I don't know. Like you said, I be so busy. Like you move so fast in New York. Like everything is fast.
Yeah, everything is fast
in New York. Sprint on in New York.
Yeah, but it's one person. It's I would love because I love New York because number one, New York. I believe New York is the club scene. I heard it's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe in New York. So yeah, I would love to see New York and stuff like that. Sure. And like, ain't weed legal in New York now? I think it's legal.
That's a good question. It's legal in Maryland. It's legal in Maryland.
Especially, I think it's legal in New York because I'm still roll up in New York.
I mean, I think you could. Yeah. Oh, it has to be because, like, I've seen the little trucks, the little vans that deliver weed in New York.
Yeah, they say it's legal. Wayne says it's legal. They say it's a vibe minus the rats and garbage. Yeah,
let them relax. They traumatized him, baby. Them rats traumatized him.
Yeah, they said PJ was like, "We always been legal to me." I mean, I would smoke in New York, and let me tell you, only reason why, because the person I would go and stay with, he smoked. So not only would I be smoking, I'd be doing other things as well. So yeah, and then I know I'll be high through the roof because I haven't smoked in so long. But when I go to New York, I'm definitely gonna be smoking.
Okay,
because I don't smoke now.
Make sure you. I'm not trying to listen. This is all alleged, and I'm not trying to entice people to smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? That's not my thing. But I will say this: you got to know which strain of weed you're smoking.
That's true.
You can't just go out there to the weed man and get whatever he got going, and he probably telling you it's sour diesel, and that's just some Reggie. You know what I'm saying? We got a Reggie.
PJ said I smoke for living.
No, that's right.
Do you go to the dispensaries or do you get it off the street? Because when I was smoking, I had a guy.
I ain't got no weed off no guy in many years. Like ever.
Okay, you go to the dispensary.
Yes, always. I always go to the dispensary. Now
because when I was in Vegas, when we had a meet and greet in Vegas, we went to the largest dispensary in Vegas. It was expensive, but I got edibles, all type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like them edibles though because you can't control them.
You can, and I could take a little hit up on you too.
Right. I don't like that. Like, I could take a little hit of a joint and I could put it down, and that's enough for me. But, it's something that that has me out of control. Unless I'm like at the beach and I just want to lay out or something like that, or, like you said, I'm with my husband or something like that. Maybe I don't know. It's not really my edibles. Very rarely, like long plane rides.
And speaking about a plane ride, it was a person that hit me up and said, "Hey, let's." The woman had offered me an edible, a gummy, and I didn't take it, but they took that gummy. They was knocked out the entire flight. I said, "Oh, I wish I would have took that," but I didn't know what it was mixed with because you can't trust, especially white people. Why they offering this black man this thing? That could have, but yeah, they was knocked out the entire plane ride. They said, especially weed don't get me high.
You're getting the wrong one. Get a better strain. Get a better strain.
PJ said edibles does absolutely nothing. But what weed does for me, I'm gonna be real with you. This is why it makes me freaky. That's what weed makes me. I don't know why.
And the thing I want to say to him real quick, you gotta ask yourself, why is it getting you so much more high than the dispensary weed? Like that just don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know where you're getting it from, but you're not seeing it come off that plant into your bag. And I trust it from a dispensary that got cameras and regulations and things like that a lot more than I trust the weed man.
Maybe because a lot of people have been buying it from the street for so long, they don't want to go and transition to dispensary. Me, I would do a dispensary because even when I was in Chicago, I had a day with this female. We went to the dispensary and got gummies, And when I tell you, it was the best.
He said, "I'm telling you."
It was the best. It was the best. It was the best vibe and stuff like that. It was a good vibe. I would say. I missed
good vibe for you, baby.
It was a vibe. It was. Yeah, I talked to my mentor. And I said, I'm questioning. I don't think I'm gay no more. It was the best. It was a vibe. It was the best I've had because I haven't been with a female in so long.
Yeah.
Years. So when I say I'm talking about years, it was just the best feeling ever. And I still think about it from time to time. That's why I see my kings.
There's plenty of women out there that don't mind being with bisexual men. And you've always said
right. It was the best. It was just, I still think about it all the time. I said, wow.
Well, you know, the young has a natural wetness, you know.
Women did absolutely. It's just it was amazing. It was.
I don't know. I've never been inside.
It was amazing.
I know men just be like, it's just like.
It's just amazing. PJ said, I get my money worth from my plug, but I only have 2 people I shop from, and they do have different strains. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. I mean, sometimes like I had a
PJ said, "Get me drunk. I'm bisexual."
Listen,
yeah, because I'm telling you, like
the right woman.
It's just the right woman. It's the right vibe. It was the best. It was
and there are women who do not mind being.
They don't mind. Yeah, a lot of women now in public they will say, "I want to do that," but if you stick to them in private, most of them will do it. You will be surprised.
First of all, it's a man shortage out here, so I know
it's a man. You know, a thing. You know, yeah.
That's why you got people out here that are poly and whatever else.
Yeah, it's like a thing.
I get people being fluid. You know what I mean? But that don't mean you gotta be. They have
nasty and all that
one time,
right?
You know, a lot of times I don't know if that's just an excuse to have a bunch of partners and stuff. I don't know. It's not my lane, so I don't know.
Yes.
but anyway, what were we talking? How we get on it?
PJ said, "Baby, women be trying to break me down even when I tell them I'm gay." Yeah, most women, especially if you're attractive, they be saying that. Yeah, women
would try. That's terrible, though. That's.
I'm like, yeah, they're trying to break it down. Absolutely.
That's terrible. I think that's terrible that a woman would feel so like desperate that they gotta go.
They would do it. It's women.
Somebody that you're gay.
Remember? Okay, I'm gonna say allegedly. Who is that? Man, what is her name? Y'all know the one that do Nicki Minaj hair, Tay. And what?
Yeah, I think she fired him now. Tay and Ari.
Yeah, Tay, and then his best friend. Oh my God, what is his best friend name? Oh my gosh, I just did a video on her, but they said they had slept together.
Ari?
Yeah, Ari. They said Ari and Tay slept together.
I said her. Yeah, Ari Fletcher.
They said that Ari and Tay slept together one time. Like Tay had slept with Ari before.
Maybe, you know, like,
I wouldn't be shocked.
He seemed like a freak, so and if he's bisexual,
that's what I heard. I'm gonna just say allegedly. I'm not saying that somebody told me. I've read somewhere that they slept together. Ari and
you read somewhere. Oh, so
yes.
Like
maybe it was like on an online forum, like on Lipstick Alley, and they put they had like a whole forum that they had slept together, and that Tay is really bisexual. That he's not really, that he sleep with a lot of his female clients. I wouldn't be surprised because he's very attractive. I wouldn't be surprised.
I watched their little show. What's that show called? Wally?
The show on BET Plus. Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot the name of the show.
What is that show called?
Let me see. Let me Google it real quick.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling my age because I can't remember that no more. But I can look on my BET.
Let me see.
Ain't nobody even telling us. No, y'all in the chat know what that show is called. Look, don't
The Impact Atlanta.
The Impact, yes. I said, don't nobody watch it but me. The Impact Atlanta, yeah. I think she's trying to get a little spinoff in Miami, but I don't know.
She should. Because did Tay, don't get me wrong, did he? I know he was on season 1. He's not on season 2?
He went to New York, and then they were doing an Impact New York, but I don't know how that's going to work because it was just a bunch of influencers on there. I think Dream Doll was on there. Dream Doll was on there too, I think. and it's like Dream Doll and a bunch
I
of
love
people.
Dream Doll.
Really.
Shout out to
She's cute. I think
Diddy.
she's really pretty.
Shout out to Marquise Diddy. He's a Chicago influencer. He put me on to Dream Doll, and I love Dream Doll. And she said she will come on my show when she has something out. You know, when she has something out, she'll
That's
come
the
on.
thing. I'm like, I never have heard one Dream Doll song before.
Oh, you need to hear the song that she did with Lil' Kim, Funeral. You need to hear that song. That's dope.
Oh, I think I did hear that. I played it, but like, I mean, like, I never heard
Yeah,
it.
just listen to her album and just get back to me with that. Because I was trying to put Armand onto Dream Doll. I guess you know, like Dream. I love Dream Doll. I love her.
I'm
and
hard on rappers, you know, like I could rap back in my day, but
yeah,
I don't know. I know
it's the new rapper that's out. What's her name? Because Armand did a video on her. Maybe what is her name, guys?
A new.
Let me see if I can find it on my phone. Her name is Trim. She's a hot mess. Trim.
Oh my goodness.
TRIM. She's talking about this. She sound like a new version of Nicki Minaj. She's a hot mess. I don't like a hot mess.
Wow, why she gotta be somebody else with a new?
But they always do that. They say, "Oh, she's Nicki coded and stuff like that." I listened to that song. I said she's trash. She ain't gonna last long. Now Glorilla got a unique sound. I like Glorilla.
Yeah, Glorilla.
Even Sexy Red got a unique sound. Like Sexy Red don't sound like Nicki or Cardi, but she got a unique sound.
She don't sound like anybody.
But Sexy Red got a unique sound. Like she's not. So did y'all see her on WWE? She was with Shawn Michaels and they posted it on the Shade Room. So shout out to Sexy Red.
Really?
I guess Sexy Red said, if it don't work out for me being a rapper, I'll be a wrestler.
Right. That's what she said. Right. But she's so skinny.
She's very skinny. Like, I'm not gonna tell her to eat more because I don't want her to watch this show and start eating more and become like Rasputia. I'm not because the last time I
don't think she got the frame. I don't think she's
the last time I told Erica Meggs that she need to get a boob job. She listened and I pressed her to get it, and that woman got it, and then she got another boob job. I mean, not a boob job. It was the behind. Did I say boob job? Oh,
yeah. You
really need a boob job because she ain't got no chest. But I'm not gonna say that.
Boob job. I'm pretty sure Glorilla got her a boob job.
I said she needed another one because she's still flat chested.
Have you seen her recently, Wally?
Really? She got a boob job? Wait a minute. Let me go look.
I think she got a boob job.
Okay, well, she probably listened. I know she was flat chested when she first started.
She was
very flat chested, and she was so country. But she's still country because she's still from Memphis or whatever. But don't get me wrong. But a lot of women, once they get the money, they get their body done. It's not too many women. Like shout out to Brandy. I see that she didn't get her face, all that plastic surgery and stuff like that.
No,
so that, like Monica, she still didn't get all that plastic surgery.
She's beautiful. Right. But because they don't need it. Thank God they,
Yeah, because you mess with your body and stuff like that.
I'm not touching my face. I be like, maybe one day I'm trying to hold off on trying the Botox because I don't want to get started on that mess.
No, this is one lady that used to attend our church. She had got so much Botox. I saw my grandma's funeral. It's just all up here. She did too much. Yeah, and she's almost in her 60s. She's in her 60s. So you see none but Botox because it's addictive. I got another friend. I'm not going to say his name. And he came on the show. He even getting Botox. He starting to swell up like a pumpkin. I said, stop doing that Botox. You don't need that. I don't want to put all that stuff in.
It's poison. It's botulism. You know what I mean?
You look like
injecting.
Yeah.
But you're injecting poison into your body.
Really, yeah, you got to be careful.
So I'm like, I don't want to do it. But, I'm very expressive, as you see. So I'm trying not to be as expressive. But I can't help it. I got to be me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I do a lot of that. And then I get the little wrinkles. I'm hoping my good black don't crack. That's all I know. For a good while. As long as I can. I stay moisturized.
I feel you. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. It's very important.
And the SPF, yes. I don't play.
Yeah, and so wow. Wow.
Although I
Wow.
love the tan. I love the tan. I live.
Oh yeah, it's nothing wrong with tanning.
But that's a whole other story. But anyway.
They said when they get older, all that Botox look horrible. It does.
Yeah, I know. I'm standing strong, y'all. I'm standing strong against the Botox. I'm not gonna do it.
Yes, and I want to thank y'all.
Younger than me.
Excuse me. I thank you so very much, Queen, for coming on and y'all coming on the show. This was really dope for that. And I think we will celebrate once what's the name get out of jail. Hopefully he stay out of jail. And we love again, we want to show that support. We want him out of jail, but we want him to do right with Tasha K, because again, if he want to go on Tasha K show, I won't do it, and because you don't want her to say something and you get caught up again. He have a massive platform, and do some content, and then try to do like regular
volunteer somewhere.
Yeah, volunteer. Do like regular content, like regular celebrity gossip content, other than talking about transgender women, because now just turn your show into a podcast.
Right. He definitely needs to capitalize and monetize off of his celebrity status.
Yeah, because now because more people are tuning into his show once he get out too, because he have a massive platform. And that's another good strategy he did. He had them doing. He have his friend updating the people on his page, which is good, letting them know, and they're liking it and sharing it. So obviously you have an audience.
Yeah, that's really smart for him to do that, because, like you said, his audience can stay abreast of what's going on. They can stay engaged.
Absolutely.
And when he comes out, he can just slide right in and get his little channel together in a positive way. Like you said, choose something other than transgender, and that you are our Black women's savior. We baby, we don't need you, okay? We'll be just fine without you, okay? You take care of you. That's what I want you to do.
That's so true.
And that's that on that.
No, I agree. I agree with you 100%. And make sure you come out and you do good, because again, you got T.S. Madison watching, so you got her team watching. But her and Michelle ATL going back and forth with each other. So we'll see how that's going to play out. Hopefully, that don't end up in court like the last time. But one thing about Michelle, though, when both of them had a restraining order against each other,
they did. I know.
So
But Michelle, I don't know. I don't know that I believe everything that Michelle has said about. And I don't.
Michelle, I like her. I like her.
I know you do. I see her as a hater, but I know you.
Michelle used her platform, and she goes, and I love her as a content creator. And I go on her platform, and her audience was dragging me because I was dragging Candy. And I hit the link or whatever, but I do have a subscriber that watched me.
I gotta see
that episode when she was talking about Candy divorce and Todd divorce settlement. So she dropped the link. This happened like a couple weeks ago, and so I hit the link and I started talking, because I rarely go on people's channel. But since she dropped the link, I said, let me just go on this lady channel and talk. So I went on there and I talked about Candy, saying, I think Candy a bad mother. No, people said she ain't no bad mother. I'm like, but let me explain. I said, let me explain.
Go there trolling.
Yeah, I went on that trolling. So I did hear her link. I did. It was
I love it. Yes, Wally.
Because she dropped the link and I said, listen, let me go on her page. Yeah.
And I know you handled it.
Yeah, she talked about it. Yeah. So
I love it. I love it. That's what you're supposed to do. Show these people the true Wally. But even though
show these people the true Wally,
and I mean, it's like your ability as a troll, like what I mean?
Absolutely.
I know the other side.
And also, I want to share this really quickly, you guys. I did listen to Lonnie B's show. You should know who Lonnie B is. If not,
he's from DC, right? The dude from DC. He is hilarious. Oh my god!
So he got a radio show, you guys. Magic 102.3. and I listened to it, and just shout out to all the people that called in. That's dope. So I'm gonna try to listen to the show every Saturday.
Okay, so it's on Saturday.
It's on Saturday from like 1 to 3 on East Coast time, y'all. 1 to 3.
Uh-huh. Right.
I'm surprised you listened to it. I had this is why I know it's gonna be successful.
You told me about it, but when I say
you be busy with life and stuff, and I should have went live when his show was on, but it was fun. Like he was showing like the behind the scenes, and then Kathy Hughes, the one that owned the radio.
I know Kathy.
Yeah, we want to give you more time. Hurry up and learn radio so we can give you more time. I'm like, yes, I love that.
Kathy is about her business.
She's about her business, and she gave this black man a chance.
She will. You know, but she's a very relatable person. You know, like I've met Kathy a few times, and as a matter of fact, I was at a dinner where she was being awarded for starting. This was back when she started TV One, and remember Sister to Sister magazine?
Yeah, Sister magazine. What happened to Sister magazine?
I just think that
wow, that's
oh my
going
gosh,
back.
that's my girl, and I can't think of her name. Her name is like Brown. There's a Brown in there. Oh my gosh, what is that? Like the owner of Sister to Sister magazine?
Let me type it in.
Yeah, tell her I cannot, and that's my girl too. Like she, like when I had a foundation, she did my I had a launch and I did a fashion show, and she was a host of it for me. She's been like a really good
Jamie Foster Brown.
Jamie Foster Brown, thank you. That's my B right there. Like she from Chicago.
Yes.
Chicago. Yes. She was trying to teach me how to bop and everything. I get it. I get the bop. You know, I just haven't done it in a while. But yeah, like I love Jamie is for a black woman to have created the following and create the network that she created was awesome. You know what happened to Jamie? The internet, the rise of the internet. And I guess maybe she was kind of old. She is kind of old school. I think that, yeah. So
most publications. I learned this from Roland when he was the editor in chief of man, what is that? The Chicago that black newspaper Tribune? In Chicago, not the Chicago Tribune. Black newspaper. Hold on, let me make sure I give the right name. The Chicago Defender. The Chicago Defender. So he was telling them, y'all need to move online. Y'all need to move online because online is where it's at. And so if a lot of companies don't know how to transition from print to online, you're not going to survive. You got it.
I think that was her problem.
And she probably didn't have the people, and she probably didn't even listen to the people that said, because even when I went on Sister magazine, it didn't even, it's nothing. It's like
nothing. It's like she's done a few things on Instagram, I think. She's done a couple interviews. Somebody that had a name, a little name, but somebody that had a name was working with her. I can't remember who. And like I told her, like, I will work with you. I would love to work with you on this. I'd love to work with you on that.
Because Sister magazine came out in what, 1988?
Yeah, it's been years. My event was in 2000. After my husband won the Super Bowl, we tried to capture that momentum. And we had started a foundation in honor of our first son that was stillborn, Geronimo. So we started the Geronimo Lewis Foundation. And our first event, we launched at a venue in D.C. We had a fashion show. Drew Hill performed. And it was awesome. It was an awesome event. And but Jamie was my host. And my co-host, rather. She was my co-host. And, we had fashions from local Black designers and, from the DMV area. And it was really good. But that was back in 2000. I mean, gosh, 26 years ago almost.
Yeah.
I'm telling my age, I know.
Time is moving on. Like time.
Yeah, but yeah, like she didn't, like that was the thing with Jamie. Like she just really didn't transition well. And she, like you say, she just didn't listen to the people that were close to her. Maybe she thought, I got this far on my own and I'm gonna keep going on my own. But a lot of businesses, like you said, they just didn't um, take heed to the changes that came down the pipe. And if you can't, and that's like the biggest thing about business is like research and development. Like the companies put most of their money, they allot so much money for research and development. If you're smart, that will be where most of your money goes to research on what the trends in your industry. And
Yes,
that's
you
any
do.
industry.
That's the indie industry, absolutely, and that
I do have an MBA.
absolutely, absolutely. It's so good, like to have you on the show, and that's why I told y'all hit the link, and so we can have this conversation. We've been on here for
Yeah.
almost 3 hours, and again, we took a break yesterday because I know yesterday was Easter. People was in church. I didn't go to church. I should have went to church, but I was asleep. And my grandma said you need to be in church, but I didn't go to church yesterday. But I know it was packed in a lot of churches. Shout out to Marvin Sapp. He's married. His wife went off saying that she bought the helicopter, that it wasn't the church that paid for that wedding. He
Wait,
have
wasn't he
street.
the one? He was the one that locked the people in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So what
So
else?
his new wife was going off. And I'm like, what? They said, "Ooh, these new first ladies." Something else. I think y'all are so used to women just being quiet and not having a voice. And so when you see women speak up for themselves, it may be new to you, but women are speaking up. Women are not, they're defending their husbands now. That's just how it is. And
Well,
if you
I
don't
think
like
women been defending their husbands since the beginning of time.
absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
I don't think that in the church, people, and that's men and women, are used to women speaking up.
Yeah, they're
Majority
not
of that
used to.
for men.
They used to first ladies being quiet, being humble, being meek, and
And
not speaking up.
demure.
But you gotta she was definitely letting the church know that about I paid for the helicopter. I'm like, oh, you got
But how
money.
you pay? Right, like, lady, can you tell us how you paid for the helicopter? A
She didn't tell
helicopter?
us that. She said I paid for the helicopter. I'm like, okay,
Okay,
because they
you
had
better
a
be
big
on point.
wedding. Because his first wife died from cancer, and so it's been years since he got married. So got this new wife. So it's
Oh,
been
the new wife.
years. So at least he waited until like his kids got grown to get a new wife and
Oh,
all
that's
that.
right.
And I
His
get that
wife died, and that's why he wrote the
he
song.
waited for a long
Right.
time to
Yeah.
get
Well,
married
that was
again.
good. I mean, is she young? Sometimes when she's like a young thing at
She
PYT.
no, she looked young, but I don't know her age. I'm gonna have to like Google her age and try to find out like how old is she. But she looks young. She looks
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, and and
Well,
and, and Jamal Bryant, wife is beautiful too.
she is. She is. As Tasha calls her, the BBL minister. So what do you
Yeah,
call it?
she
What
called it
she call
BBL.
it?
And like Tasha always be accuse people
Right.
of getting
And it's
BBL.
funny though, but Tasha, I will never forget Tasha broke that story because Tasha said she saw him in the ice cream shop
She did.
with a chick that had a BBL.
Oh, she 37. Yeah, she young because he in his 50s.
See what I'm saying? See, that's where you go
And
left,
she saw him
in
at an
my
ice cream
opinion.
shop. She said she saw him at an ice cream shop and they have ran.
Right. And
Yeah, I remember
they pumed up out of there when they saw Tasha. And sure enough, he turned up with a rather buxom
Yeah,
bride a few months later. So
I remember that.
that's the thing. She
I
does
remember
come.
that.
She does come correct a lot of the times. She be knowing
Yeah,
what she's talking about. I ain't never
remember that.
said that.
It's like she do have hits, but it's like you have to like verify to make sure she tell the truth. You know
You
what I'm
do
saying?
have to, yes, you do have to
You have
verify.
to
You like,
verify
I'm gonna
because
just wait
like
and see if it come out. I said, well, know if it's true, if it, in a
because she
couple
have
months.
say something and then you just have to verify with her, unfortunately.
Right.
Because that's why she had to work so hard to really prove herself. Stuff like that. And see how that
Do
goes.
you think that, real quick, since we're back on that, do you think that like Milagro Graham said to herself, okay, I'm gonna go here with Tasha and I'm gonna see if that alliance with her and her winos works for me more than an alliance with Armand and what's Armand call his followers?
Oh, the
Do he
B and
have a
B
name?
squad. I don't think he really even named
I think he.
the
I think he
original
asked
name was
about
the
a
B and B
name.
squad.
Oh, the DMD.
The B and B squad.
Oh,
That was his original
B&B.
name for
Okay.
him, but I think he changed it to. He changed the name to the celebrities or something. He changed their
Somebody
name.
asked recently about
He did. He
a
did change
name,
the
giving
name,
him a
but he don't
name.
really talk about what he calls his audience like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
but he should. But I think what she thought, and I agree with you. I think she thought she would have a better deal with Tasha than with Armand. But as you see it now, it's not the better deal because Tasha left her hanging. Like she's not
yeah,
helping.
do not. When these people gonna realize, like, they keep thinking that she's going to do something that she hasn't shown that she's going to do, which is be loyal. You know what I mean? Like, or say what she's gonna say. Like, Tasha's gonna move how Tasha wants to move. That's best for her. And if aligning with you, or doing with you, or helping you, goes against what her needs are, come on now. You already know what she's going to choose. There are certain Pisces, especially March Pisces, and I'm sorry to say this, but they are very like, listen, I will give you the shirt off my back until it requires me. I'll give you a shirt, but just not the one off my back. That's what I mean to say. I'll give you a shirt. You're just not getting mine, baby, because if it comes down to me and mine, I'm going to always choose me first. You know, and that's really how Tasha is. And I mean, like, okay, she sets boundaries. Can't be mad at that, really.
I agree.
You might not
Definitely.
like it all the
Yeah,
time,
and
but
you
you
should
can't
know
be
that
mad at that.
before you mess with her and understand like that is where
Right.
she coming
Right.
from. You know.
Right. Don't even get connected. But maybe she thought like her winos would go over to her, or I don't know. I didn't really see. I wasn't interested in seeing that episode, to tell you the truth. I just never could really get behind this Milagro Graham story. Like, it's like, girl, you done did so much stuff. You done, lied about this Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion stuff for so long. And, and so much has come out. You took money from the man, So whatever they say you gotta do, you just going to do it at this point. That's how I feel about
Really.
the situation.
And I want to play a clip of this is what Lonnie B have to say about his radio show.
Now, and I'm on Magic 102.3, and shout out to everybody that has showed me so much love. But this message right here is to all the radio personalities out there in the DMV area that y'all like to say, but I like to say DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Don't start that phony shit. If you've been showing me love, continue to show me love. Don't let these pink people that sit behind these desks and these long ass tables with their clipboards and their ink pens to make you feel a certain type of way about another motherfucker who you fuck with that's on another station. We ain't doing that. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. Cause I know that some of you insecure bitches that I've been on your shows before, you ain't said congratulations to me yet. I don't know if you motherfuckers intimidated or you're scared, but all I can say to you is, bitch, do your job. Don't worry about the next motherfucker. Do your job and be able to motherfucking congratulate another motherfucker because you confident in you doing your job. Let's not start this phony shit, bitch, because if it's up, it's stuck. Because any door I walk into, I'ma always remain me. If we got a rapport of commenting on each other page, let it continue. If we got a rapport of hugging each other in public and shit, let it continue. If we post each other motherfucking videos, let it continue. Don't let this shit get in the way of something so beautiful. Because where you are now might not be where you will end up at. Life have a funny way of turning around, bitch, so don't let nobody put no motherfucking battery in your motherfucking back and come between a beautiful relationship that you had with somebody who's been loving and supporting you out loud. Let's not start this phony shit. Keep shit as is. That's how we got here. Because the relationship is more important than the competitiveness. Especially when you let the motherfucker instigate a situation between you and another motherfucker when they don't even come outside because they don't know what real is. So let's not be phony because we always kept it real with each other. Y'all have a good day, man.
All right now. Now you said that's a radio show, right?
That's a radio show.
I don't know no radio that lets you talk like that. What show?
Oh no, that's he didn't do this on the radio. He was at home. Oh no, there's no way in the world he can do all that cussing on the radio. No.
Right. I'm like, is he on Sirius? Is it? Yeah,
oh no.
On the real radio,
Let me make that play. he did a video because a lot of people in the DMV area, a lot of them hosts is being kind of phony acting. He have it because he's competition. And he's ushering in an audience. If you're comfortable in your skin, you don't care who come in the industry. If I was cool with you before you in the industry, I'm gonna be cool with you when you in the industry. But you got some people, particularly black folks, feel like you gonna take from my shine. So I ain't saying I don't F with you no more.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but yeah, he went in.
Like he said.
That you have the insecurities, yes.
Like,
but I'm glad he on there.
Don't make me ish. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
That's nobody. What you do, boo? I'm happy, genuinely, for everybody, unless you get on my nerves. Unless you give me a reason not to. You know what I'm saying? But you know, right off, like I have no reason to not like you, you know what I'm saying? But unless you just nasty and stinking, then I'm not gonna like you, period. But other than that, you know, like that's how you should be. And like being a hater, it's not pretty. Don't do that. It's not cute.
Yeah, they said they ain't see a real one like him in a while. Yeah, they got a lot of fakeness and stuff like that. But be yourself, because he himself on the radio. Only thing he's still Lonnie B without the cussing. So it's dope.
Okay.
Let me see.
I can't wait to hear it. I'm gonna put it on my schedule. Wrote it down. I'm gonna put it on my schedule because you know I gotta make sure. And
yeah, because it's every Saturday.
103.2.
102.3.
Oh, 102.3. Oh, my dyslexia kicking in. Sorry. But yeah,
and you can listen to it on the website, you guys. The app, you can. I listen to it directly on my computer, so I tune in and listen on the computer. Yeah.
Yeah. So they said they talking about how Millie, your girl, was scamming her followers for $20 while making six figures, cussing them people clean out. Dog, like what is wrong?
I don't necessarily think she scammed them. It's that you can make money and you can ask people to give you more money. It's nothing wrong with that. I don't think that's scamming because she didn't.
Okay,
it would only be a scam.
She's not you. Okay, do not try to compare her.
No, I'm talking about if she took her $20, if she said, "Give me $20, I'm doing this to buy the baby some milk," and she don't buy the baby no milk, that's scamming. But if you just giving people $20 to her broadcast, I mean, I don't think
I heard that she didn't need it. That's like Tasha.
Anybody need money? Like, come on now. Even Oprah's still doing shows and getting money.
I don't know, but I know Tasha. You can't tell us that everything fine and you going on lavish.
But that was she lied
and
to
then
the people.
You got a GoFundMe going, and you expect
she
me
lied.
to sacrifice my dollars that I worked hard to get.
But she lied to the people. She lied and she's stubborn. She should have been put that GoFundMe out when that first happened. I guarantee she probably would have been done paying off the debt because she had the internet on fire back then.
Right, but you want to say like 1 minute
I don't need the money. I'm good.
Right, but then 1 minute is I ain't got it, but you know I really got it. Like you said, I'm good. We don't need the money. I ain't got it. Wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? That's how she do. I ain't got it. Girl, come on. If either you got it or you don't. If you really had it like that, like you trying to betray, because your ego is involved now. And your ego won't allow you to just tell the truth and just be you in your authentic self, who you really, really are living like. And that's a scared little girl that's trying to figure out life. And it's okay. It's okay that you ain't got it all together.
I agree.
I agree. Clearly all together.
I agree with you at all. And again, we still will watch Tasha if she have an exclusive. That's all. I'm gonna still go over that.
No, I'm sure still be nosy, right?
Still be nosy.
Tasha because I'm nosy. Yes, I am.
It's no shade, but she interviewed Nas. Mace. Let me go and correct her. Ex-girlfriend, and she was trying to force her to like drag Mace. To drag him, and she didn't. She wanted to drag, and I'm like, Tasha, why are you interrogating this girl? She not gonna drag her because at the end of the day, she still want to be with that man.
Right? Like if you're smart and you still want to be with somebody, that's a good. That girl was smart.
Tasha was upset because she didn't offer that woman no mess. So Tasha was doing all the gossip on it because the lady didn't say anything negative towards Mace, but she
And
was
what
trying to
better way
force
for the
her
girl?
to cuss Mace out to go right. I'm like,
Right.
oh, Tasha K is, and that interview was a waste of time. I was reading them comments; they was like, it was a waste of time.
She gets suckered a lot of times because like I live by like, okay, I think like this. Too much of anything is a bad thing, right? We all
True.
know this, right? And if you keep going down this lane of just bad, just guess that they ain't really bringing nothing relative to the situation.
Oh, not Mace, Cameron. Did I say Mace? Okay. I'm sorry, Cameron. See, I got them
Oh, now
confused.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I got them
Yeah,
confused. My
she
bad.
was like, I don't really have that. She's like, you don't have nothing to say. I was
You
like,
ain't got nothing to say. I don't like she was like, yeah,
I don't
Cameron.
that one.
But
And
Cameron's still a
then she
cutie.
was like,
Even though he's in his 50s
well, he
almost,
lost all that weight.
he's
He looked
he's still
darker and
attractive.
he lost a lot of weight to me. But I mean, we just talked about this today here at home, and my brother was saying he lives in Vegas, so that's why he looks a lot darker. But he lost all that weight and got his teeth done. He looked good.
Yeah, he looked
Looked
good.
dang good. Yeah, he
One
looked
Cameron was supposed to be
everything.
like a pastor or a minister. Which one was supposed to be like a
No,
minister?
Mace.
Mace
I've
was
been
the
to
minister.
Mace's church. Yo, I've been to Mace's church. Mace can preach. When
Okay.
I say Mace can preach, child, one time I was down at, now, I'm just going to say I was at Prime 112. And so my cousin happened to know some guys who were in BMF, right? And so you would be surprised how many rappers are actually in BMF, right? Like Jeezy, Fabulous, I know for a fact. Anyway, so I had met her down at this restaurant. I get there and Fabulous is there, right? So the only seat that was open or whatever, it was like right next to him. And so it was like the VMAs. And he was like, that man, if Mace was actually on the red carpet with 50 Cent because he had joined G Unit with a bulletproof vest on, right? Now, I will say this. I'm the type of person normally when people I'm like really loyal. So I'll defend people I love. You know what I mean? Like they might be a little wrong. Now, if they really wrong, I ain't defending that shit. But I ain't gonna tell nobody that. I'm only gonna discuss it with you. You know what I mean? Like I'm that type of person.
Mm-hmm.
So like Fabulous was like, that shit don't make no sense that he out there on the red carpet talking about he rapping for the Lord now in a bulletproof vest. And my cousin was like, oh, don't talk about her pastor. I was like, and I've been to this man church one time. I did like him. You know what I'm saying? Like he can preach. I'm saying he can deliver the word. He's like Jamal Bryant, where they are good deliverers of the word. You know what I'm saying? Like some people can just deliver that word to make you feel something, and they can talk to you. He's like one of them pastors that like just talk to you. I think you were talking about, somebody was talking to about that recently with Jamal Bryant. Like he's more a talker. Well, anyway, long story short, she's like, don't talk about her pastor. Oh no, don't talk. I'm like, I'm like, this man, first of all, is paying for dinner. Like, first of all. Second of all, that ain't my pastor. Who told you that? I didn't say that. I said I went to his church one time. Fabulous was like, I don't give up. He know damn well he don't belong on no red carpet with a bulletproof vest or sign the G Unit or at all, period. I was like, you said it, not me. I don't have nothing to do with it. But Mace is a flip-flopper. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, because going to his church, hearing him preach, and then you be like, the decisions he makes, clearly he's more of a, what's the difference? You call, some people are like pastors and some people are ministers. He's more of a minister. You know what I'm saying? He's not, I wouldn't call him a pastor, because you look at pastors like they're nurturing, they're stable, they have stable homes. You know what I mean? Like they're really leading the church in a direction. But I look at Mace more like a minister. Like,
okay.
He could deliver the word to you. Yeah.
Well, I feel you on that. And that was good. Thank you. You had came on and you had gave your thoughts.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, I did. Time ago, my son is busting in my room anyway.
Okay.
Child. I had a good time, Wally.
Thank you for coming on.
Say not Jamal. I know. I need to.
Why y'all say his church is? Well, every church got gay people in it.
Why they say
it's
church, bro? Why they call him that? Why you call him that? You from Baltimore, aren't you? Black Phoenix? Is that Phoenix? Black Phoenix? I think they from Baltimore.
Yeah, because a lot every church pretty much got gay people in it.
Every church got gay people in it. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
I haven't been to a church. First of all, the gay people leading the Catholic Church, but that's another story. Second of all, like, I ain't been to a black church without the gays. And the gays, I mean, we love the gays and the gays love church. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
They're in the music department.
They love the Lord.
They love the Lord.
We need them. Look at Richard Smallwood. I don't think he had a woman. I don't know if he was gay. But
I think Richard Smallwood was married. Really? Him? What was the other pastor? The one that did Oh Happy Day. Yeah, it's a lot of people that agree. Reverend oh man, James Cleveland.
That's a good one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you can just go down the line. It's some other artists I can name, but I ain't gonna say no names. I don't want to get blocked because they follow me on Instagram. So I don't
don't do that.
I ain't gonna say no names because y'all.
Just allegedly.
I'm gonna say allegedly. It's a couple of artists I can name.
Well, and so right now, Donnie McClurkin.
You definitely can tell what Donnie
McClurkin. They removing his songs like off of Apple Music. Did you know that?
That's crazy because I love his music, but he still lived that lifestyle. You could tell.
But look, I couldn't find his song. I was looking for some song. I couldn't find it. I was like, oh, that's a Donnie McClurkin. They done took it off. But they ain't take off R. Kelly.
No, they did not take R. Kelly. I was just listening to R. Kelly music.
People might protest.
I love R. Kelly music. Okay, I'm from Chicago. I'm a R. Kelly.
Are we allowed to say that? That's a good question. Like, is it safe to tell people I actually like R. Kelly's music?
Yeah, safe because I know how to separate the art.
Right from the
artist
man.
from the man. Yes,
that's just like church. You know,
it's so many artists out here that's living raggedy lives, doing regular stuff, and their music we still listen to it.
And
like,
they gonna see. I don't agree. They like canceled that man, but they didn't cancel Elvis. They didn't.
You didn't cancel Elvis.
Who was that? Bon Jovi or one of them white
it's another white person that did
young women. I want to say Steven Tyler. I think it's Steven Tyler.
It's a lot of people.
They say he's part black, but that's another story. But yeah, Steven Tyler. I think they said his wife was real young, and they don't say nothing. And we can still hear their music, and we don't even talk about all the stuff they did. They one other dude who married that wasn't she his cousin? What was that dude that married his cousin? White boy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Way back in the day.
That married his cousin. Wow. Because I know Elvis was talking to Priscilla when she was a teenager or something.
Yes. Oh my God, I can't think of that dude's name, but it was like one of them big time white artists. I'm gonna find out. But anyway, he married his cousin. They don't even talk about that CEO. It's like one of them. Somebody, yeah, like
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Jerry Lee Lewis. That's what. Didn't I say it was 3 words? Thank you. Who said that? Who is that?
Junie.
Thank you, Junie. Yes, Junie. See, Junie been having my back a whole check. Yes. Thank you. I love it. Yes, they don't talk about Jerry Lee Lewis and marrying his underage cousin. Now that's real nasty. And real bad. I mean, God, Lord knows Robert has his issues. Lord knows. But at least none of them was his relatives. I don't think. They did say it was a cousin that turned him out first, I think.
We have breaking news. Offset, this was coming from my producers here, was shot near a Las Vegas casino.
Is that what
That's they posted it on the Shade Room. Let me go to the Shade Room. That's what they're saying.
Okay.
Oh my God. This is like literally like Breaking news.
Gosh. Hold on.
They said Offset was shot near a casino in Florida, but it's okay according to TMZ.
Okay.
Wow.
We get shot in the shoulder. He probably shot himself. Did he shoot himself?
He loved the casino.
Yeah, he don't know.
Yeah, they say he's okay. And somebody said he needs to stay out of those casinos. Wow.
Let me see. I just put Offset in Google and nothing came up.
Did you put Offset? Because let me type it on Google and see. Because usually all TMZ stuff come out first.
Let me see. Right. Let me see. Offset. I just thought, Offset shot. Okay, here it goes. That's on Complex. Okay, TMZ. Okay, The Sun. Cardi B X shot near Florida casino. Oh, Florida casino? They got like Hard Rock. Oh yeah, I was going to say it must be Hard Rock.
And he loved the casinos. A rep for the rap confirmed TMZ also was shot Monday near the Hard Rock Casino in Hollywood, Florida. The good news, we told Offset is fine. The circumstances involving the shooters are unclear. We're working on it. So again, they're working on it on the TMZ part. But yeah, this is literally like breaking news while we on the broadcast. It's just so sad.
15 minutes ago.
So sad. That was on TMZ.
Yeah, we can confirm Offset was shot and is currently at the hospital. In a statement shared with Complex, a spokesperson connected to the 34-year-old rapper shared, we can confirm Offset was shot and is currently at the hospital receiving medical care. He is stable and being closely monitored. The circumstances of the shooting and the extent of his injury are currently unknown. Well, he sound like he probably shot himself. I don't know. Allegedly, y'all didn't hear that.
They say he needs to stay away from the casinos, child.
And why they shoot him? Who the hell he lose to?
Okay, because that's how Takeoff lost his life in a dice game.
Well, yeah, he was in a dice game. I don't know what that was about though. Like they didn't mean. I saw the video. Did you see the video? They got it on video, though. They got the whole thing on video. And I don't think Takeoff was the intended target.
You don't think so?
It was a lot of shooting going on, and there are rumors that he was shot by his own man for real.
It's sad. It's so sad. It's so
like
sad.
Probably trying, get up out of there, and you shooting, and you don't know how to shoot. A lot of times, them boys be carrying them guns. They ain't go no gun range and practice and learn. They ain't go no gun classes and learn how to shoot. They look at the movies as direct. You don't hold no gun like this. That's not gonna work. Let me tell you. Don't ask me how I know, but I'm just saying, don't hold no gun like that to the side. Mess everything up, okay? But your intended target. That's all I'm gonna say. But like, come on now, Offset. Why are you in a situation? I can't wait to see what they say. How he got shot, because they ain't say anybody they were in pursuit of anyone. They didn't say anyone had been apprehended for shooting him. None of that. Why none of that? A suspect is in question because he shot himself.
Yeah, probably so. I hope he didn't. That'd be real funny.
The gun went off and the fool shot himself in the pinky toe or something. Probably shot his pinky toe off. Child.
But thank you so very much for coming on.
I was getting off of here. Yes, Lord. I'm trying to tell you, they won't let me go. Coming up with this breaking news. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the chat.
Okay, I love you too, sis. All right, y'all. This was a good show. We had a lot of stuff that we talked about in this episode. We thank y'all so very much for tuning in for the show. If you want to contribute to the show, our cash app is Wiley Show 1990. Also, if you want to get the t-shirts, we have that as well. You can hit the link. It's in the chat. If you want to be notified when I go live, and I appreciate the people that did sign up for me to send them the link I do that every time we go live. That number is 773-641-8742. Again, the number is 773-641-8742. Thank you so very much. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. This was a good episode. Thank you. Say love your show. Thank you. Thank you for y'all support. And we will see y'all in the next video. Talk to y'all later. Peace.